Hello darlings, welcome to Killin' Time with Kimber Lovecraft. We might talk about dicks, we might talk about butts, they might tell you lies, they might tell you what's what. Either way, gather round cunts for Killin' Time, brought to you by King Cobra. Send me a fucking check already.
And we're live with episode 2, Killin' Time with Kimber Lovecraft. My guest today is Dan, or Daniel.
Daniel.
Daniel?
Oh,
shit. Daniel sounds more proper anyway when I say it in the British
accent. It does a lot. Dan sounds childish. No offense to Dan's.
See, I think Dan's one of those names where as a kid it's fine, and then you get older and you want to be Daniel, but then when you're old again, like 60, you want to be Dan again.
Just Dan?
Yeah. I don't know, that's just me.
I'll probably just get too old and too fucking lazy to finish my own name.
I understand.
I hope I get there one day.
Who are you? D.
Just D. I sit on my fortune, just grouch all day. I swear to God, I'm going to do a really terrible British accent. I almost just did it right there.
It's alright. I do it all the time. Okay. I'm waiting for the day that I end up on TV or something and someone's like, that's offensive. I'm like, well, fuck me. You know, this is my career.
I've been doing this forever.
I have, my entire persona is based on this.
Yeah, I went to the UK a month or two ago, and yeah, you realize how terrible all the British accents that you've ever done in your life are.
It's rough.
And you're like, it is genuinely... You are probably offending an entire nation of people.
I can almost guarantee it. This is going to get rocky here. Sorry, I told you that I fuck up all the time. I forgot my questions in the case that the microphone's on.
Oh, God.
So, yeah, I got a list of questions.
I'm a little nervous.
Oh, don't be. It's super easy. It's super easy.
I'm a Cancer. I think that means stuff.
Okay.
I'm just rocking all over the damn place.
I am. Sorry.
Right, go ahead. Get as personal as you want. Not too personal.
There we go. Welcome back.
There we are.
All right, we're settled. Yeah, no, it's simple questions. But first, I've got a gift for you, sir.
Okay.
Yes. I do some abstract paintings. I don't name any of them. But my goal is hopefully one day I'll get famous, making millions, and all these paintings will be worth something. So there you are, sir. There's the second painting of Killin' Time with Kimber Lovecraft. Yes.
It's actually pretty cool looking. I always say actually when I compliment somebody. I'm like, oh, that's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
What the fuck do you mean actually?
I do the same.
I'm not trying to be insulting. It's just...
You set your expectations low, and then when someone slightly surpasses them, it's just like, oh, shit, you actually did good.
I guess it is kind of insulting because, for you, it's actually pretty good.
I get what you're saying.
I think I know where they're coming from. I try to get it out, but I catch myself doing it all the time.
Well, it's like when people see my drag, and they'll be like, oh my God, that doesn't even look like you. And I'm like, they're like, no offense. I'm like, no, thank you. It's not supposed to look like me.
Entire point.
Yeah, it's just... But yeah, so there's your painting.
I am looking at it, and it either looks like a very good piece of art done by a child, or it looks like something that would hang on the wall of an art museum.
That's where I'm at.
It's
abstract to me has always been one of those things where I'm like, how could people not do that? So honestly, what I do is get real fucking baked and just I paint what I feel. Whatever color is calling to me, I grab it. Whatever brush is calling to me, I dip it. And then whatever spots are saying, do me, I'm like, all right, baby. And I lather it on there. It's acrylic. But yeah, it's just kind of fun, I like painting. You don't have to be good at something to enjoy it.
No, not at all.
Case in point, my podcast. Am I right?
Yeah. Oh, God. Oh, this is going to get worse. Oh, no.
It's fantastic. We're going to crack this bottle.
No, it's, same thing. I play a little bit of music, and I just play for fun, and it's... I'm just good enough to play it in front of friends. Hey, there's this song I learned. But never good enough to actually go and do anything with it.
I feel
so it's fucking terrifying.
You want some King Cobra?
I'd love a glass of King Cobra.
Episode 2 brought to you by King Cobra. Send me a fucking check already. But no, when you play ukulele at work and shit, dude, I'm impressed. That's the reason I bought a ukulele is I heard you making music and I was like, shit, this is fucking awesome.
It's just it's just fun.
Exactly.
I'll never be on a stage on this, but just loving a song and then playing it and then changing it so that you can sing it because you're not a professional musician. Yeah, it's just fun to me.
And I like how you sing songs that don't normally come from a ukulele. You'll just play the most random songs, and I'm just like, that's fucking chill. I got a book right here actually. My son's mother's mother. So my son's grandma and his. It gets fucking confusing. She got me this book called The Daily Ukulele. And it's got random ass songs in it, like fucking Johnny Cash and fucking Folsom Prison Blues. There you go. It's just
so
like,
it's not just like, oh, we're gonna learn Over the Rainbow and we're gonna learn
exactly. Yeah. It's just like all kinds of fucking cool ass songs, and I was like, holy shit, I need to get on this. But I mean, I just fucking.
It's so hard to get started. I have a book with a couple of songs in ukulele too, and never have I bothered actually getting out and learning one of the songs from the book.
Yeah,
and I'm sure there's ones that I want to know.
Yeah, exactly, and that's where I'm at. It's just finding time between all the fucking shit I do. You know, it's like the moment I have a free break, someone knocks some nails or something, I'm just like, all right, you know, like I'd much rather get exposure than learn how to play ukulele. You know, like I can be when I'm rich, I can learn that. Yeah. But it would be cool to fucking be a drag queen playing ukulele on stage. You know,
that actually would work out really well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think like the favorite song that I do is actually like a Chance the Rapper song.
Yes.
It's the one that I'm actually drumming on it. And
that was so fucking chill. I was like, this is what I'm talking about. Yeah. You know, like
I've never actually seen anybody play that song. It's a pretty simple one. It's like a song by Beirut, Nantes or something. I don't even know him. I don't know the band. Anyways, Chance the Rapper ends up rapping over that line, over that chorus, over the music itself. And so all I had to do was just learn to play that other song and then just throw a little drum beat in there.
See, and that's fucking tight. That's what I love about, like, I don't want to say alternative music, but like people finding unique ways to do, like that djembe that I have.
Yeah.
I got that because I was never into, like, I played one of those in like 3rd grade. We had these, like, this African tribe came in and they played music with all these African instruments for us. And it was the one time in my life I was sitting in the audience. They said, we need a volunteer. I held my fucking little hand up. They fucking picked me. I said, we golly me, let me get up there, you know? Fucking playing the shit out of this drum. And it was fun as shit. And I can still play the tune he taught me. It's like embedded in my fucking head. But it was just never one of those things where I wanted to go buy one, you know? Instead of playing percussion, I played saxophone. And I saw Jack Johnson, his song Burn One Down, just his djembe play was just fucking hitting it. And I was just like, this is my spirit, you know what I mean? Like that's so I ended up getting that motherfucker. My mommy bought me that for Christmas one year. That's awesome. Yeah, she didn't think I was serious. But
I can't do the drumming.
It's chill.
I'm just not good at it.
I like to put on the ting tings. You familiar with the ting tings?
I have no idea who the ting tings are.
That's Not My Name.
Okay.
Yeah, their whole album is fucking banging. Like I love the shit out of it, and I just literally would sit in that fucking basement, crank that stereo with the ting tings on it, and just fucking drum away to it. It's a little 2-piece band. They're fucking. I think you'd like them a lot. Like
ting tings.
Yeah, okay. It's get past their hits, if you will.
Yeah.
And it's all solid, man. I really like it. Like that's partly like that'd be one of my go-tos for ukulele if I could learn those.
Get past the hits. Mm-hmm. It's like Sugar Ray. Like what's the huge song Sugar Ray had in like the late 90s? It doesn't matter what the name of that song is. That whole album is just fantastic in like different styles of music just all the way through.
Really?
Yeah, so like the idea of like everybody has this like idea of who this band is based on these 1 or 2 songs.
Yep.
And then you go through the rest of their library. You're like, oh wow, there's so many different things than this.
See, it's quite different for the band Aqua. Barbie Girl. Yeah. I fucking love them. I fucking love them so much. Like every hit is just like, oh, it fucking gives me life. You know what I mean? But the entire Aquarium album, if you don't like Barbie Girl, you're probably not gonna like the others. But that was back when I was huge into techno and shit. Like I would literally just download MP3 CDs of just fucking techno beats, cruising around in my fucking truck, bumping techno, and I just got, I heard Barbie Girl and I put it on there and then someone's like, oh, just check out the whole album. And I was like, oh, fuck, work. You know what I mean? Like, I was stoked and like, I fucking live it. That album and Lady Gaga, The Fame Monster, I've listened to those albums more times than I can count.
Couldn't express my love for Lady Gaga in words.
Oh my God.
She's genuinely incredible.
Fucking fantastic. I love her so much.
Just so good. Even like her album Jolene, I liked a lot.
Yeah.
Somebody else, same vein of music, I guess, Kesha.
Yeah.
I like Kesha.
Yeah.
I always, you got this song, you got these dumb, club, stupid songs. Her last album, whatever the name of that album was, I could not stop listening. I listened to it all day. She's got a song in there about fucking her boyfriend being Godzilla, and everywhere she takes him, he just destroys everything.
Holy
and it's
shit.
Just
I'm going to have to listen to that, because I haven't listened to it.
And the whole album has wild shit. There's these weird fucking, like, groovy, fucking Boogie Feet is a fucking great one. Like,
really?
There's just so many good songs in there.
I'm going to have to check
so many
that
different
out.
styles, yeah.
Nice.
Because she's got, like, the classics, and then she's got that weird Godzilla song, and then this fucking weird 80s groove music. I don't know. Totally dug it, though. I listened to the album like 100 times.
I'm going to listen to it tomorrow on the way to work. Absolutely. That's fucking... I need some new music. We haven't got to any of the questions yet.
I'm trying to
And
avoid
it's,
them.
oh, don't. First question.
Okay.
Who do you think you are? What's your name? Tell me about yourself.
My name is Daniel. Oh God, I am your average 29-year-old underachieving tall white guy.
How tall though? That's important.
I am 6'7".
Yes, that's
It's
very tall.
I'm up there. So
I feel short.
I'm exactly at 2 meters tall in metric. And I used to be exactly 100 kilograms, which was 220. I'm no longer that weight.
Oh, that would be
But at that
cool.
point in time, I was very happy that I just lined up really well in the metric system.
I'm glad you used the metric system. That makes me happy. That's fucking fantastic. What would you rather be doing?
That's hard. Holy shit, are you kidding? What I read? Wait. In life or right now?
It's kind of sardonic.
Because
It's
I'm
kind of
I'm kind of enjoying this.
Oh, thank you.
This is different. This is different than normal day,
Yeah.
so this is fine.
All right.
What I want to be doing? Oh my god, I don't want to do shit. I just want to travel.
Oh.
I just want to travel and go places.
I feel you.
And I don't need ritzy living conditions. I'll stay in a tent. I'll stay in hostels for $15 a night.
You could be that guy that lives out of the bus, like a nicely
But
converted van.
I don't want to be. I don't have the spirit to be
I feel
the
ya.
homeless drifter.
Yeah,
type.
yeah. Some of those vans look really nice, but at the end of the day, you live in a van. You know, like you park it by the river. You're an SNL sketch.
There's that, and then especially when I travel and I go to countries that don't quite have the amenities that we have here, I can always last for about a week or two.
Yeah.
By the end of that second week or about halfway through it, something has just peeved me to the point where I'm like, I have to get back home.
Yeah.
To the U.S. So like I don't know. The longest trip I've ever been on is about 16 days, and I usually get through them pretty good.
Yeah.
The last time that I had to go home was when I was traveling in Peru last spring. We're staying in pretty nice hostels and hotels, and people are renting rooms out. It's more so just the things that are slightly different, like you don't flush toilet paper. You wipe your butt, and you throw it in the trash can next to you.
Oh gosh.
Let me tell you, I find worse than just pooping in a hole.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a weird thing to me.
That's gross.
But it was the time I had enough was I had been electrocuted by the shower head because they have wall units and heating units in the actual heads themselves. I was electrocuted by it, and then the shower head exploded.
Oh my god.
And that was like 10 days into the trip, and at that point, I got over it. But for like the next hour, I was fucking ready to go.
Yeah. And see, that's what I'm scared to go overseas because like there's only certain places I could go. Being gay, like if I wind up in the wrong country, I'm gonna get fucking shot. And it's like, cool, he was a fag, kill him anyway. You know what I mean? Like it sucks that I have to base my travel places off my sexuality. But like, I mean, even here in America, like I can't hold my boyfriend's hand in certain places. Like when we went down to Tennessee, there was like a 3-foot gap between us at all times. Like I was like, don't even fucking touch me. Like let's talk about football and shit.
That's gotta fucking suck.
Yeah.
Well, because I mean, my dad won't leave the U.S. My dad is one of those people. I'm a, middle class white American guy. I'm not going to travel anywhere in the Middle East or anywhere in these countries because Americans go missing all the time, and that's such a low percentage compared to, I'm gay in Russia. Like, well, you can't do that one.
Yeah, it gets rough. It gets sketchy. Like it's just, I don't know. It's one of the things that's always like. I love it. I wouldn't change anything for the world, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I would love to know what it's like to just feel normal and be gay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's all I want. Like, it's just, I don't know. But, like, it's fucked up shit like that does make me, like, I don't know, go back to, like, how far we've come and shit like that. You know what I mean? It makes me happy. But, like, look at this month, 50 years ago, fucking Stonewall, it was a fucking riot. You know what I mean? Because, like, the shit's, I don't know. But yeah, that's why I won't go overseas. I'm very terrified of even like their prisons and shit. One of my biggest fears, I'll watch prison shows.
Oh, and not get out of there for months.
Yes, and they're locked, and you don't understand anyone. Like in American prison, like okay, I can communicate with people, and I can know that they're trying to fucking kill me if I don't give them this. But over there, they're screaming shit. You don't know what they're saying.
I'm throwing my shoes at them. They don't even wear that size.
Exactly, and you don't want to show fear, but at that point, it's basic carnal instinct to be like, I don't know what's going on. Take anything, like it's just...
Oh, for sure. And I already hear enough cases in the U.S. where it's like, I got arrested and did this. I had to spend 4 days in jail before I got to go to a hearing or do anything.
Yeah.
And I hear other countries, it's like, no, you could be there for months and months before you ever talk to a soul.
Exactly,
like that. Fucking, I am on my absolute best behavior.
I fucking bet.
I feel like it's safe zone, though, anywhere. Travel pretty much anywhere that is, predominantly English speaking. Australia, UK, a lot of Europe, you're perfectly fine. But
yeah, and that's the thing. I would want to go do the remote exotic shit. You know, like I don't, like a tourist destination's cool. Excuse me. But it's the difference in like going to California and going and visiting friends in California. You're gonna get two entirely different experiences. Same place, but like that's when I went to Salt Lake City. I hate to admit this, but I was literally so fucking bored. I fucking got on Grindr and I fucking met this dude and I told him straight up. I said, "Look, I'm new in town. I am in a relationship. I am just looking for someone cool to hang out with and show me the town. And this is a place full of Mormons. The only place I knew I'd be safe as a gay man is here on Grindr." And he's just like, "Dude, I got you." So like literally, we fucking went up in the mountains and shit, and he fucking took me to all these crazy places, and it was just super cool. Fucking hanging out, and like he didn't expect anything in return. You know, he was just super nice guy. Just drove me. Hello, Kevin. I hope you're listening. But yeah, dude, it was fucking awesome. You know, and it was just
how
like
great to like get an out of towner. It's like, hey, we're obviously in the most Mormon place in the country.
Yeah.
I don't feel comfortable around here. Just trying to hang out, and him go, "I live here. I know what it's like.
Yep.
I'd love to just like make sure you have a good time while you're here."
Exactly.
Oh,
It was super chill. Like it was very like, and that's what I'm saying is like a tourist destination to me is like going to a hotel not knowing anybody, and then just doing your own thing. But then that was like, you know, just like I got to feel like what Utah was like. You know, we went to his friends' houses and shit and hung out, and I met the locals there, and like it was just, I don't know, it's so fucking cool. Like that is one thing I do appreciate about being gay is like we are so not scared, but like you got to be careful, you know what I mean? But like there is that sense of community where it's like, look, I totally know how fucking scared you are right now. I got you, fam. Let's fucking party. And it's just like, fuck yes, you know what I mean? Like it was fucking great.
That'd have to be terrible. And I couldn't imagine it like in the back of your head going, don't do anything, air quotes, gay right now.
It's
and especially if that's just like who you are.
Exactly.
Like if you're looking at me and you're going, "Dan, don't say anything inappropriate and don't fuck up tonight at the dinner table." I'm gonna do my best to not be me, but at some point Dan's coming out.
Exactly, exactly. And to me, it's like second nature. Like I'm not scared to hold his hand to kiss him or anything like that in public, but like I've never been that type of person that's super into PDA. But yeah, there'll be times like, especially when we were in like Tennessee, because like it's pretty friendly down there for the most part, but you still get people. Like there was fucking some lady, we were coming out of fucking Goodwill, and it was me, him, and Easy Money, and this lady, she was sitting in her fucking truck in the parking lot, and she was like leaned over, and like we come out laughing because we all bought these halter tops, like these little tank tops. I forget what they said, but we all bought them, so we were giggling like schoolgirls. And as we're coming out, this lady goes, "Oh, you think it's fucking funny?" And she sounded Australian. I just did like a southern British accent.
They're closer
weird.
than you think.
That is wild.
Like those two accents.
Yeah, so she goes, "You think it's fucking funny, don't you?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then I was like, "Oh, shit," you know, like I just fucking back-talked a crazy southern bitch in a truck in the South, you know what I mean? So
you did it again.
Oh, yes.
So, I'll do southern.
All right.
You do whatever you want. Oh, you think it's fucking funny, don't you?
Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. That's exactly how it happened. Like, it was just instinct for me to be like, yeah, and then I realized who she was, where we were, and I looked at Mary and I said, "Open the fucking door." Like, oh, I'm fucking dying.
Fuck.
So, yeah, it's just, but, I mean, fucking live and learn, you know, like, I'm used to it at this point.
I just can't, I mean, coming from the other side of the fence, I don't see how bad all those things are. It's like when I hear people talking about racism or this, me, what are you talking about? It's not that bad of a thing, but I never have to experience any of it.
Yeah.
So I am obviously, so like I think, oh well, here, who's ever going to say anything? Who gives a shit? Like
a lot.
And it's a lot.
Yeah, there'll be
sucks.
times, like even in downtown Indy sometimes, I'll be walking out, and like, I fucking wear my fucking earrings. They're girly dangly earrings. I fucking wear my nails painted. It's things I like. I'm not going to not do something I enjoy for someone else. But it's still disheartening when I'll be fucking walking down the street and someone yells "faggot" out the window. You know, it's like, well, jolly-o. You know, like, what am I going to do? I'm not going to fucking say anything because, like,
nothing even needs to be said.
Exactly.
You're not going to have a
fix
heartfelt
ignorant
conversation to fix them right then and there.
And that, like, there was a fucking religious dude outside of the Pride Festival fucking spouting off Jesus shit and shit like that. And, like, I was laughing because he was like, "Everyone thinks Jesus was some hippie that loved everybody, and he wasn't." And I looked at Thomas and I said, "Oh, that's my favorite Jesus." You know, so like I was having a good time with it.
I believe in.
Yeah, I wanted to kiss Thomas in front of him as he was going off and put it on Snapchat. But Thomas was mad, you know, and I was like, "Look, you can't fix the fact that he's ignorant. You know, like there's nothing you're ever gonna do, especially as a gay man, that's going to change his mind. The only thing you can do is just act like it doesn't bother you, and if enough times, if it just doesn't bother you, then it just doesn't bother you. You know what I mean? Like it's like I don't know. Yeah, but there was this one dude, say after Pride, we were walking, well, after the hospital, because Thomas passed out. Long story there. After the hospital, we're walking to my car. We got an Uber from the hospital back downtown, and I get out of the car downtown, and my t-shirt in bright pink letters, real huge, it said gay as fuck. And I'm walking, and he was playing a guitar on the corner, and he stops, and he just goes, I bet you know how to fight. And I said, well, yeah. He goes, you wouldn't wear that around your hometown, would you? I said, this is my hometown. And he just goes, oh. And these two ladies walk up, and he's like, did you see his shirt? And they're like, oh my God, can I take a picture? And I was like, of course, darling. You know what I mean? Like, so like, I know what I'm getting myself into, especially wearing shit like that. But like, at the end of the day, I'm a 6'3", 300-pound man. Fuck you, my nails are painted. I'm going to look great whooping your ass. You know what I mean? Like,
that's gotten me out of so many scenarios. I remember being younger, but it used to always piss me off when people would give any type of shit about people being gay. And I can't tell you how many times, not to take up the gay mantle here, but basically it's just, I'm gay. What the fuck are you going to say about it? Like, I would literally I would hear somebody, you know you're wrong. I'd call people fags, and I use the fag word all the time. I'm old, I'm going to die with it, right? I'm 29, can't change me. But, you know, people insulting people, and I mean, I can't tell you how many times I would just walk up and be like, yeah, it offends me. I'm gay. Like, what the fuck are you going to do? Yeah. And it's just, like, immediately shut down of the thing.
Exactly.
And I think, oh, thank God I'm, like, fucking 6'7", like, 250. Like, I wouldn't want to fuck with me either.
And I didn't realize for the longest time how scared people were of me. Until, like, nobody really talked shit to me. People would be like, oh, I had so many bullies and shit like that. Like, I had people who'd say mean shit, but I'd say mean shit right back. You know what I mean? Like, I was in a small town, as a closeted gay man with Southern parents, you know, it was a little awkward at times. So like I have a little pent up aggression, so people would say something, and I just like, apparently a couple of people told me I was like really fucking mean to him, and I was like, you talk shit to me though. Like I always thought you were mean to me, and they were like, yeah, we traded insults, but you said some shit where it's just like, I would accidentally say shit. Like I'd call someone a bastard, and their dad would actually be dead, but I didn't know that's what it meant at the time. You know what I mean? So like, it was kind of one of those things where
I did hear the most savage insult of my entire life given in real life from you.
Which one?
At the place that shall not be named. Something about...
Oh, with Matt!
Something about Matt, no matter what he does, he will never be half the man that his mother is.
Yes, he said, so the problem with that, I thought he was going to fire... Because Matt didn't know where to draw the line as far as, like, what jokes are, like, funny and what jokes are, like, what the fuck, you know what I mean? So, like, I had just said something. I want to say it was about my drag or something. And he was just like, you know what? And I was like, okay, he's going to make an ugly girl joke. How do I fire this back off? And he just said something so mild. But at that point, the gun was locked, trigger ready. There. I fired, and he just said something. I said, and you're going to spend the rest of your life trying to be half the man your mother was. And the entire fucking office.
He's not bullshitting. I'm talking people 15 cubicles away, like we were on a fucking school bus.
It was fucking. It was glorious. It was literally one of the best burns, and there was like 10 people right there around him in real time that just like you saw their faces, and I was just like, I'm a fucking god right now.
Yeah, he immediately went red and started dripping sweat. And everyone else around him went red too because they were embarrassed to be next to this thing happening.
I felt so bad, but it was...
In that moment, you were Matt, the one who threw way too hard of a jab.
Exactly.
You threw a real punch in a sparring.
Yeah, and if he would have thrown a more clever insult, it wouldn't have been as hard. But it just went from I'm going to poke you to I'm going to kick your fucking face in. Like,
how did we get to the insult? How did we throwing insults? Oh, about you not being scared because you never notice how big you are.
Yeah.
I never noticed. I'm taller than you. I understand it. But I'm just in my own head and in my eyes. I'm seeing the world like this. It's just the way the world is.
Exactly.
And I see others. I, so many times, have not realized how tall I am compared to particular short people even until I see me in a reflection.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, they come up. They're underneath my chest.
Yeah.
She's like 5'3". She's underneath my... Oh, my God. I look like a different fucking being than her.
Yeah, straight
up.
It's
just that... What is it? There's if you ever use Reddit, there's a subreddit for that. I think it's called The Same Species or something like that. And just taking two humans that look completely different. Shaq and his girlfriend. And it's just those types of pictures. Yeah. Like, would you believe this?
It's fucking crazy. Yeah, or when people ask you to reach something, it's like you can't fucking reach that. It's like right there, and it's just like they're really trying.
When I moved out, I would come home every couple weeks. I only lived a few blocks away, and every time I would, Dad would have a light for me to change. And I'm like, Dad, you're tall. There's a step stool right there. He goes, No. You've got this one. He just happens to change the lights in his house.
Yeah. What a kid's for, you know? That's the only reason I popped one out. Hope he's tall enough to change me light bulbs.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yes. We still have questions.
Question 2.
How much time are we in? We've got 25 minutes.
Let's do rapid fire.
You want to do rapid fire?
We can.
Okay.
42.
Weirdest place you've received mail from?
The weirdest place I've received mail from?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have anything particularly special. I have, the only thing related to mail and me is that I have had mailmen in Indianapolis return my wallet to my house 3 times.
Wow.
I lose my wallet all the time. I lose shit all the time. I've probably lost my wallet and everything in it at least 8 times since I was 18, right? So in like the last 11 years. But 3 times I lost my wallet, mailman picked it up, found it, and then returned it to my address.
Holy shit.
That's my only interesting mail story. I don't have...
That's a damn good one, though.
I've never gotten mail, so... Part of that is I've been fortunate enough and lucky enough in life to not just be ruggedly handsome and tall, but to have people help me out all the time.
Humbled.
So it's like one of those things where it's like, oh, I found this phone, I found this thing, I have to put some effort into actually giving this back to somebody. Because it's happened for me way too many times.
Holy shit.
All right, next question.
That's fucking wild. How many White Castles can you eat in one sitting?
You brought this up earlier. I put a little more thought into it. I guarantee you I could eat 20.
Whoa!
I guarantee.
Oh, shit!
There's a guarantee. I don't eat White Castle often, and I know it sounds like a lie because I had some like 2 weeks ago, sober. I don't judge me. I had some 2 weeks ago. I smashed 10 of them in like literally the 10-minute drive from there to my house because I can't eat. And I can't wait to get fast food needed in my house.
I'm the same fucking
People
way.
do it. When I go with
Same.
a fucking person and I'm sitting in the passenger seat, oh yeah, let's get Taco Bell. They sit up between my legs and they just start driving home. I'm just like, I'm ready to shovel this into my disgusting mouth.
That's how Thomas is. He wants to fucking, let's wait till we get home. We're like, fuck you. We're wasting time here. It's hot. Like, let's eat it.
Here's the thing. We know that not Taco Bell, we know that White Castle is only usually good when you're drunk, and we know that after 20 minutes, it's oily and nasty and fucking this weird aqua water bread thing, and it's fucking horrid.
Yes.
I want to smash those as soon as they come out. They have to be fresh, because 20 minutes old, they're half as good.
It's gross. Yeah.
Anyways, cannot wait to get home.
Nice.
But 20.
Okay, I smell a special coming up. We're going to have mark it down, folks. Kimber Lovecraft with Daniel.
Yeah, I'm not old enough. I know I'm 20 minutes older than earlier, but I'm not ready for Dan yet.
Okay, that's fair. With Daniel eating 20 fucking White Castles guaranteed. We'll come back to that later. So speaking of food, what's your least favorite jelly bean?
Least favorite jelly bean. The weird buttered popcorn ones. I don't like.
That's a common.
I like black licorice. I'm going to get that out of the way.
Okay.
Black licorice jelly beans, though, are the lowest form of black licorice, and they're the worst. They're the black sheep of the family.
Gotcha. They're the black licorice of black licorice.
They're that far down there.
Okay.
Fanta black, dark.
Ew, yes.
But good black licorice is so fucking good. Anyways, probably buttered popcorn. It just doesn't hit the flavor profiles that it wants. I'm not a foodie. I hear that word so much on all these food shows.
Yeah. Hashtag foodie. We can use that now.
Foodie.
Thank you.
It does not at all hit what I want. And I'm an easy one to please, like a 5-year-old. Like, I just want a nice cherry or strawberry. Yeah. Just give me a red one. Red ones have never let me down.
Okay. So, with the buttered popcorn jelly beans in mind, would you rather eat 100 every day at one time, or put 10 of them in your butthole every day at one time?
Easy peasy. I'm gonna eat them. I'm not weird into butt beans. That's not my thing.
I understand.
Are they on a string? Is it like a very tiny one?
It'd just be jelly beans you individually put up your butthole.
No, I'd rather eat them. I know I said they're my least favorite, but I don't dislike them.
It's not that bad.
Well, I'm not quite particular with food, really. I'll eat anything. Okay. There's things I don't like. And even if I have it, I'll eat it because I have a mass to sustain. You know, I can't be that particular.
I get that. So this is a question that I'm probably not going to have on here anymore. What's the weirdest thing you've ever fucked? I know I didn't ask that on my first episode though.
This is a weird one. The weirdest thing I've ever fucked. Does anybody just ever say your last girlfriend? Just
no. So it was actually, I forgot to say it on the first episode. So this is the first time I've ever started it.
Yeah, I'd rather erase this one, but I'm going to be just totally Gatorade bottle. I'm just going to be real with you. I was young. Right. I was little. Yeah. I don't know what it was. And I didn't even have the thought process to put some weird lube and like some like dish sponges in there. You know, I didn't do anything right.
Nothing clever.
Yeah. It wasn't until like 6-7 years later that I saw real tutorials on the internet, and I was very happy I didn't find those at that age. Because things would have become wild. Oh,
I understand. Yeah. You hear about all these tips and tricks now, and you're like, oh man, if I would have known that when I was 12.
Had those back in my days,
I would have been a fucking porn addict at that point. Jesus.
Yeah.
So this one's a little bit longer. Every podcast, every show, everyone does a top 5 list. We're going to do the top 5 of the top 5. So, starting off, what's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie. Because I love it more than it probably deserves to be loved, I'm going to go with the movie Speed Racer.
Okay.
From 2009.
Okay.
I'm going to go with that one.
That's your favorite movie?
I've loved it a lot. Look, and I know,
I've seen you watching it.
I know. I know you've seen watching it. At this point, I probably watch it like once a year or so. But I've probably seen it about 15 times or so.
That's not bad.
I mean, that's not ridiculous. I mean, I know people have seen movies 30 times.
You can watch your favorite movie one time and know it's your favorite.
Absolutely. And for a long time, it was actually a fight between that and Scooby-Doo with Freddie Prinze Jr. Now listen, look, I know neither of them are particularly spectacular films. I fucking love them.
I understand.
And because I love them, they are my favorite. And I don't need to justify it at all.
That's all that matters.
But Speed Racer is just the dopest fucking movie, and it's terrible, and I can't, it's like inviting somebody to watch anime with you.
Yes.
It's just like, this is the best episode of Naruto ever. Try it out. And they're just like, what the fuck is this? And you're just like, it's just not for you. That's okay. Mm-hmm. I should probably join a support group of some kind.
No.
Yeah, Speed Racer is probably my favorite movie. It goes from like serious tones and corruption and people just being just not evil in the way they hurt people, but he is a bad guy in the way of like it's corporate greed and him taking control, and how since he has power he can control everyone around him. That kind of bad, which I think in that movie hits me more because that's a real evil. Like that's like bad people like that exist everywhere. Not everybody's got fucking sharks with lasers on them.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like it just hits home a little more.
Plus,
it also it's childish. The colors and action are wild. Like, there's just so many things that I like about it, just in its own separate categories. From the main character being just childish and youthful to, like, realizing how the world works when he's trying to be manipulated. Like, there's just a lot of stuff in there that I really like.
That's way deeper than I ever could have imagined.
And it's surrounded in just... it looks like a fucking Hot Wheels cartoon, 3D graphics.
It looks amazing though. Those graphics.
The style of it is wild. It does not look realistic. It does not look this. It looks visually stunning.
Exactly. There you go.
You get it on Blu-ray. Yes. You watch it on your nice TV. The final scene of him, his car breaks down. He goes back to him and his older brother who passed in the movie, and him dying is a whole thing in the film, to going like, oh, I can do this. Like, I understand how this works. I know that I can do this to get my car running again. And he gets that car running. And then for the last 3 minutes of that show is just the most fucking wild car flipping, car chasing, fucking flipping cars over. It is Speed fucking Racer to the max. When he fucking pulls into it, explosions, everything's going off. It is like just the most heroic moment of this guy racing this car. And he stops. And his fucking tires and the rubber are melting onto the road because he was going. It fucking gets
Holy
me.
shit!
And this is a speed racing movie.
Yeah,
and it is
just
childish and dumb, and just I fucking love it,
dude. I can tell.
That's my favorite.
That I don't.
And so many people will go and watch it one day and go, what the fuck is this?
You know what? I'm going to tell you right now. Fuck anyone that ever makes fun of you for that, because they will never enjoy half the things in life like you enjoy that movie. I
love that movie.
I was sitting here cheesing this whole time because I can feel you just like, you fucking love that movie.
I'm going to watch it this weekend.
I appreciate that so much. Holy shit.
Anyways, that's my favorite movie.
So top 5 of the top 5, you got a favorite band that matches that enthusiasm?
I wouldn't say anything that matches that enthusiasm.
Okay.
Overall, lifetime favorite, due to nostalgia, is probably Blink-182.
Okay.
I can't put in words how much I used to listen to them. They were just fucking me. It was my first concert I ever went to. It was Blink-182 and Gwen Stefani, no doubt. I was in 6th grade.
That's legit.
It was also the first time I was ever asked if I had weed on me.
Nice.
So I'm like 11, and when I'm 11, I'm 5'10". Like, I'm already tall.
Oh,
I already
shit.
I probably look like a 14, 15-year-old, right? Mm-hmm. I'm at a concert. First time I ever saw my sibling, my older sister, smoking. Her friends were smoking. And she even said something to me. She goes, hey, like, I just never wanted to be the one that exposed you to this stuff, you know, blah, blah, blah. I wasn't interested in doing it. She was very nice about it.
Yeah.
Obviously, I wasn't pressured because it was my older sister. But, like, a very cool, like, hey, this is the thing we do. You don't do this stuff. You don't have to do this. Like, not right now. I just don't want to be the one to give it to you.
I feel you.
Oh, great. Awesome.
Yeah. That's respectful.
But anyways, all that. So I'm hanging out with some people. I'm walking through the crowd. There's weed. And then some weird fucking drunk, stoned, fucking coked out guy comes up. He's like, man, I can smell it on you. I know you got it. Where is it at, man? And I'm just like, you're talking to me literally like this. And I'm an 11-year-old child at this fucking concert venue by myself right now. I'm freaking the fuck. I'm like, who is this fucking grown-ass man? I know he's talking about drugs because I'm not an idiot. But, like, I'm, like, weirded the fuck out. I did not like it one bit.
Yeah.
But the show fucking killed. It was Blink-182 and Gwen Stefani.
That's legit.
So overall, that's probably my favorite. But my current favorite, and who I've loved the most the last couple of years, is probably a girl named Julian Baker.
Okay.
She is my hands down favorite. Has been just when I'm feeling down or depressed or any of this. She's the music I go to.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Fuck, I love her.
Okay.
She's competitive. She's slow. She's somber. She's talking about these things, this and that and this. And her songs just like rise up from the beginning, and by the end, she's literally just yelling out for the things that she's singing.
What's her name?
Her name is Julian Baker. The song I think I like the most, and it's actually on a YouTube channel, Cardinal Sessions. I like a lot of her live stuff more, not to be that kind of guy. But there's a song called Rejoice, Cardinal Sessions by Julian Baker. She's literally just standing out singing this song, and it's about drug addiction and her friends dying and why did you take all of them but I'm still here type thing. And by the end of it, she's just like, it's literally just rejoice. She's Christian, she believes in God and all that. And it's like just her just accepting and just like screaming out against it. Oh, I love it. She in so many songs like that. Appointments is fantastic. I love that song. There's so many of them. Whenever I feel down or whenever I'm feeling bad, she's probably been my go-to for the last year or so.
Yes. See, that's what I thought this song was that person, because that name sounds familiar. I might have heard one of her songs, like if it auto-played off something else. We have to check those out. I know Blink-182, obviously.
Obviously.
Who doesn't? That's all.
And no doubt. Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
I'm Just a Girl, by the way, is probably my favorite.
Yeah, it's on my lip sync songs,
I
just in case.
love that
it's
song.
like a good solid backup. Just one day, like if you don't have anything I need, be like, you got Just to Go.
Okay, I hate this. I'm listening to an artist. First, I really like female singers.
Yes, me
that's
too.
just me. 90% of the time, female singer. You got a heavy rock metal type group. I want a female chick vocalist. 100%.
I'm with
you. It just works better. Mm-hmm. I just like them. It resonates more with me. What was I going? I had a point. I was there. It was boom. And then I just fucking lost it.
It's because the King Cobra.
Oh, I'm Just a Girl. Like a song like I'm Just a Girl comes on.
Yeah.
And somebody's like, why do you like this song? And you're like, I mean, okay, like a straight white guy can love this song, I'm Just a Girl. It is literally just a person going, this is who I am.
Yep.
And I'm out here fucking killing it.
Exactly. And there's a lot of people, when they hear chick singers, like, I actually had an ex who literally could not listen to music with a chick singer. Especially if, like, you want to do anything sexual, he was like, we cannot listen to that. And Portishead was one of my favorite bands. Like, it still is. I fucking love. She is so fucking amazing. That voice is just, oh my god, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, like, we couldn't listen to it ever. And I was like, all right. Like, what the fuck? You know, like, he's a great dude, but it just, that drove me crazy that we couldn't listen to chick singers. Cause, like
ever? Or like...
we could, but it was not his choice. You know what I mean? Like,
gotcha.
And most of the time when I chose music is when we were laying down and shit like that, and it's like, he just didn't like it, you know, and I get it. But... Yeah.
I mean, everybody's got their preference, right?
Exactly. Just like we like bands
mean
with girl singers.
anything.
Yeah, he's not wrong for liking anything else.
Exactly.
So top 5 of the top 5. What's your favorite book?
Favorite book. Okay, let's see, Dan. What is your favorite book, Dan?
Ooh, I like that.
I'm not a huge reader. I've read very few books in my life.
That's fair.
Let's see. All those boxcar children books I read growing up. Hell yeah. Oh, I got
all those
14.
Goosebumps books.
Oh god, I can't tell you how many. Oh god. A weird Jurassic Park Choose Your Own Adventure one. That one was good too.
Okay.
I love all the Harry Potter series.
Oh yeah.
I've done most of the Dark Tower series with Stephen King. I've done all the Foundation stuff with Isaac Asimov. I mean, there's other books I've read. I'm gonna have to say my favorite book. I think the ones that mean the most are the Harry Potter series, but I think the favorite story I've read so far would have to be the first book in the Dark Tower trilogy.
Okay.
Just that first one.
Yeah.
I loved it. I really enjoyed it. I mean, the series falls off later. It's a common known thing that everybody complains about, but that book I thought was fantastic. I really liked it.
Okay. Work.
In fairness, I read that in the last year or two, so it's definitely the most.
Still fresh.
Yeah, it's still
that's fair. Top 5 of the top 5. What's your favorite TV show?
Favorite TV show. Favorite TV. All right. Well, on Netflix or Hulu?
Doesn't matter.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, I'm a little fucked
that
up.
new Chernobyl series was genuinely
fucking
wild.
Great.
I cannot fucking believe it.
I want more.
It's what I needed after Game of Thrones disappointed
100%.
It's like HBO. You realized what was happening and you made this show.
Yep, they saved so many subscriptions with that. Like, I guarantee it. If they were going to lose 15 million subscribers, they only lost 7 or 8 because that show is so fucking good.
My favorite. I don't know if I have a favorite TV show. Right now I'm just on a bunch of like different anime that I watch. Favorite anime is Naruto, but that's a huge one, so I'm not particularly special there. Let's see. You know what? I fucking hate to admit it. I really do. Like, it hurts me. Like, it's so stereotypical.
Yeah.
I fucking love Friends so much.
I've watched Friends a lot. I'm watching Friends right now. Like, I mean...
My fiance has probably watched all the way through Friends at least a dozen times.
I'm not that high. I'm like 5 or 6.
Only 4 of those has she probably watched the whole thing. It's usually just a background thing at this point.
Yeah.
But like she laughs at scenes coming up that haven't even happened yet because she's just, oh, I heard it.
Yeah.
I used to complain and bitch and moan and how much I fucking hated it. And I will still lay in bed and tell her how much I hate this goddamn show. And then 3 seconds later, I will be fucking belly laughing at it. It gets me all the time.
It's
and
good.
It probably helps that I'm now 29, so I'm like the middle age of that show at like season 6. So.
Yeah. I remember when Rachel turned 30 when I was a kid. I was like, why is that such a big deal? And then I turned 30, and I was like, I still don't see it as that big of a deal, but like, I get it now.
12 days. Well, 10 days. 11 days. I turned 30. Yeah.
Well, happy early birthday.
Well, fucking thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm terrified of it. No,
yeah?
It doesn't mean a goddamn
thing.
It
doesn't. Like, it is, not gonna lie, it is weird knowing that you're not in your 20s anymore. So, like, it's kind of sad when people say, oh, people in the 20s, you're like, oh shit, they mean like the average of 25-year-olds, you know, like they're not looking at the older end of the spectrum, and like here I am just like, I don't know, it's weird. I'm 31 now, actually. I think. Yes, I'm 31 now. And I didn't think about it. I still tell people I'm like 24 and shit. But I don't know, it is just a number, but it does, you realize you're a fucking adult now. Like but one good thing I liked, someone mentioned when you're growing up, you don't really consider that experience until you're like 18 years old. So if you say that your adult life starts at 18 and you're 31, you're only 13 years old as an adult. Yeah. And I'm just like, oh shit.
You're not even at the halfway point of being grown up.
Exactly. Like,
how much did you know by the time you were 12 and you were halfway through being a kid?
Yeah, exactly. And like, the difference between 20 and 30. I'm just like, dude, I'm a different fucking person now.
Oh, yeah. Like, even looking back, I was like 24.
Yeah.
Sure. I don't see my life... I can see my life changing a lot. I don't see me changing a lot at this point, though.
No.
The change in my opinions and feelings about things has definitely gone down a lot in the last 5 or 6 years.
And that's what's really weird about it is I still see myself as like a 23-year-old kid, so I make these crazy-ass decisions. And it's just like, people are like, why'd you do that? And I'm like, because I'm like an adult now. I'm supposed to be responsible.
Do you feel like an adult?
No, fuck no!
No. When's the first time that you ever realized that even though you didn't feel like when you were a grown-up?
Legitimately, I know this sounds cliche, but the day Keegan was born and they put him in my fucking hands, I realized, Holy fuck.
And how old is Keegan now?
He's 7.
7. So yeah, you were 24.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
That's
Well, it
probably
was
around
23
age.
at the time because he was born in January. But, like, it was just one of those things where I was like, this is not, like, this is an intense puppy. Like, this isn't something where, like, this isn't like my bearded dragon where I can put it in a cage
This is
and
not-
feed it
this
every
isn't
couple
a
days.
pet.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is, like, constant. And it was just like, oh my God, you know. And that's why I am where I am today, is because I've always had him driving me. Like, I needed more for him. So it forced me to get bigger and do better things. Because honestly, if I didn't have a kid, I'd probably be one of those people that like tries to live off my arts and shit like that. You know what I mean? Whereas now I've established a career, I'm good, and all these things I'm doing now is like extracurricular. Do I love to make it big with these things? But if I don't, I don't, and that's okay. I can at least be on my deathbed saying, "Hey, remember that time I tried to get famous on a podcast?" Instead of, "I wonder what would have happened." You know?
Well, we're just bad at utilizing our free time.
Yeah,
we normally have more than what we think we do. I mean, 40 hours a week is a lot of work.
Yeah,
depending on your shift and all that. But like, if you like something, how much of that time are you just watching Friends again?
Exactly.
How much time are you doing this or this or that? I mean, you've definitely got the time to do it, but it is also one of those things. How much energy do you feel to express and put yourself into something when you're fucking tired all the time?
Exactly.
So that's a fair.
Yeah, and that's like whenever I'd fucking when I was teaching dance and doing the nails and everything like that, and had the kid, and obviously still have the kid. But people are like,
Jesus.
"How do you do all those things?" And I'm like, "You just when you want to do something, you just do it. You know, like it doesn't like I would go to work. I'd be up at like 6:00, 6:30 in the morning. I'd go to work and then I'd get off there, and then I'd go teach at the dance studio, and like I'd be there till like 10 or 10:30. And that's on my feet at the dance studio in fucking dance shoes, dancing my ass off. Like, it's not comfortable, you know? But it's what I wanted to do, you know what I mean? But, like, some shit changed. I had more shit I needed to do. I had to get different days and shit like that. And I told him straight up, like, I was like, look, there's a lot going on right now. I don't want to have to call off work one day. And then, you know, like, I just feel bad calling off for another job. I was like, let me get some shit situated. I'll see if I can come back. And they're like, absolutely, we'd love to have you back. If your boyfriend wants to come teach, he's more than welcome to. You know, so, like, I didn't burn any bridges.
Yeah.
But, like, I was just honest. And I was like, I don't want to put you in a situation where you're down an employee because I have too many obligations right now. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know what I was signing up for with the time constraints. But, like, the timing was fine. It was just I needed more time to focus on other shit and do other shit and work my other job and, you know, and be on call and shit like that. So it was just kind of...
Well, most people can't. Most people aren't the Elon Musk type that can't not work 15 hours a day.
Exactly, yeah.
Like,
it was just...
The exception to that are people that just can never stop versus people that you can't go on forever.
Yeah, and the biggest thing was I had... excuse me. I had no breaks throughout the day because, like, if I didn't have a 2.5 hour drive time every fucking day, this would be a completely different story. You know what I mean? But, like, it was literally the point where I couldn't do laundry for, like, 2 weeks. Because it was, like, the only time I can do laundry is every other week on this one day. Because, like, every other day is full. So, like, the one day I did have off, like, yeah, it was just... I fucking miss it, though. I want to go back so bad. I would love to have a job. If I could work remote all the time...
That'd be the way to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Because then I could just... go straight to the studio down this, because that's what else sucked is the studio was right down the street, so it's not like I was fucking. It was just literally.
It wasn't every way. It was right next door.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Working up north was fucking killing me, and it still fucking kills me. But like, it is what it is, you know.
Yeah, I think that would be the. I don't know. Sometimes I go into the office to work from the office, even when I can work from home. And that's, you don't have the comfort of the setup and this. And
I'd like the choice.
And also, in fairness, it's not like I have the same setup that I have at work at home, right?
Yeah.
Like I don't have my full area and all these things.
You.
And so,
yeah.
I mean, I get it.
I legitimately wish I could bring more shit from home into work. Like, I wish it was okay for me to have my fucking easel, my paint sets, and just be, you know,
Why not?
Because it's just the way it is right now. We can talk more about that later.
Well, I don't mean that. I don't mean that even.
Like, why is in corporate America we can't do that?
Yeah. Well, so here's my thing. I hire you to do a job.
Yes.
Right? We've decided your pay. Your time is worth this money. We will pay it because we have realized that if you do the job that we request you to do, this is what you are worth having.
Yes.
And we can't find a way to either get more freedoms at work where I can just do whatever the fuck I want for half the day and then do what I need to do the other half. Versus just going the fuck home and working a 25-hour week.
Yeah,
Because like most of us just don't need to be there all the time.
I'm 100% with you.
And it just... To me, it just blows my mind. It's like, wait, why are you? You know it's dumb. You know nobody's sitting there and going, yep, my employees put 40 hours of work in every week. They are working for all 40 hours. Nobody fucking thinks that of any human being. They know they don't do it. They know others don't do it. But it's just this weird fucking, oh, you gotta be here Tuesday at 3 o'clock for the fucking meeting. Do I really?
Exactly.
Does anybody have to be there?
Dude, we should start a business.
It is so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
I, as a company, have already decided what your work is worth, and as long as you perform it to the task that I require, you get that money.
Exactly.
That needs to be what it is.
Yes. I don't care if you give me a fucking 20-second SLA. Just say, I'm paying you to do the job when it comes up. Sometimes there's not even shit you have to do. You know what I mean? Like, there's time. If it's downtime, let it fucking be downtime. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, let your employees fucking kick back and relax and fucking have comforts.
I think I've worked in so many different jobs, but I've always had physical labor jobs to the most point until this last one, whether it's like roofing or plumbing or landscaping or this or that. And those types of jobs, you can't have a 20-hour work week.
No, exactly.
Now, you're not working nonstop for 40 hours, but you are going from here to there.
Yeah.
You do have a car ride or a ride this or do that or time to get somewhere. But like especially when I was doing plumbing for like 2 years. Oh, you want this thing built? I can't do that working 20 hours a week to make what these guys in the office make.
Exactly.
But the way I look at it is people probably won't be as particular as about the pay they get if they've got so much more free time. And these people that are required to work these 40 hours a week will benefit because they will not be paying more than the rest of it. Like there's so much to it.
There's a give and take.
Anyways, it sucks that not everybody can work for 20 hours a week from home.
I know.
But there's a lot of people that we can. And I just don't know why we can't make that happen.
It's like that with a lot of the world. It's just, it is the way it is. And it's like, why though? Like people just don't.
We all hate it.
Yeah, exactly.
All hate it.
Yeah, exactly.
And we all know that we work 5 hours a day, not 8. Or 3 hours a day, not 8.
I think what it boils down to is you get that one person at the top of some food chain where he's like, well, you get the Elon Musk at the top of the food chain that's obsessed with working. And he's like, I'm working, then you can work. And then it just travels downhill.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
No, that's it.
No, I was going to say, I worked security for a couple years. I was a manager at a bunch of venues here in Indianapolis, like Bankers Life and Carroll Stadium and Clips Music Center, Deer Creek Music Center, Ruoff Center, whatever the hell it is.
Yeah, all of the above.
And at that company, I had to have worked, to not bullshit it, probably an average of 85 hours a week.
Holy shit.
I do know that in that entire year that I was in management there, I had 12 days off.
Holy shit.
12 days in total. This is a Sunday. This is not vacation days. This is days where I did not go into the office and work. Damn. And it was an absolute fucking nightmare. I hated it, but I went from making $8 an hour to nobody insult me. I worked 80 hours a week, 85 hours a week to make $35,000 a year on salary. But they go after people that have never had a decent job in their lives. Yeah. And you take advantage of them for a year, you let them burn out, and you throw them away.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So, but in that year, I think I only had those 12 days off. And I remember one of my bosses who had started the company, had like not a breakdown, but like came down, had like a heartfelt like, sometimes I wish I didn't start it like this. Yeah. Like talking about like that work ethic that they required from everybody. He goes, if I didn't like drill that into this company when we first were founded, we wouldn't be like this, but we are. And so it was like this whole mentality, like this guy, the guy who created it at the top going like, it just is this way now and doesn't know how to change it. And it's just, when he did that, I was like, oh wow, you're not a shitbag. Just, you were young and driven and you didn't realize all the things that it was taken away from you.
Exactly.
Anyways, next question.
Shit, I forget how we even got on that subject. The last question was top 5 TV show. But this one,
Friends.
Top 5, the top 5. What's your favorite memory?
Oh man, that's some heartfelt shit.
That always gets everyone, and I'm really glad I thought of that one.
I don't know.
That's fair.
I have a lot of good ones.
It is hard to pick on the spot, like the end all be all.
I think I'd be more upset if I could immediately think of my best memory.
Good fucking answer. Good answer.
Like, if I could immediately think of my best, and granted, I don't have kids yet. I don't have this yet. There's still so much stuff that can happen, but I'm glad I don't have a favorite, because then everything else would just look less important.
Fuck, that's solid. That's fucking... Good answer. Good fucking answer.
But my first memory. I was a baby. There you go.
All right, that's fair. Me too. Take religion completely out of it. When you die, you go to heaven, which grants everything you've ever wanted. What's your heaven like?
Oh God, you can't do that to me.
No,
What is my own personal heaven where
Yes.
no one else is affected by it?
Yes.
Oh shit. My own personal heaven. My own personal heaven?
Yeah. Like, you can have people there if you want.
No, I get that. I get that. Well, I mean, that'd be hell if I was by myself, if you heard me.
Damn,
I can't function
you're
by
getting
myself.
deep, yeah.
I would have to say, I don't know. I think I would like, I know we talk about like this being like a hologram and this not being real reality.
Yeah.
I would love nothing more than to fucking die in this life and go back up and then everything I learned here upload to the real me that actually exists. And then just me going, that one was wild. How would I do if I was put into the shoes of Ash Ketchum in Pokemon? I want to live that life right now.
Oh,
and live that out, die, gain all those memories and have all those experiences. And then go, oh, hey, so Blade Runner 2049. We're going to live in that universe this
Nice.
time. I think I would do that.
That's cool.
But then again, it's kind of torturous because then you have to live a life the whole time.
yeah,
It might be terrible.
And then what happens when you die in that life? That elevated life, where's that go?
You learn the bad experiences. It's okay.
Shit, yeah.
You need it all.
I get it.
think.
I get it. All right.
Maybe a combination of that?
Okay. All right. That's a good. You got some good fucking answers to these.
Well, okay. A place where nobody's ever hungry and not that nobody's ever mean, but nobody's ever vicious toward each other.
I feel you.
You want that stereotypical? A real happy place with a lot of food and a lot of happy people, and nothing bad ever happens, so nothing ever seems particularly good.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to say one of the angels didn't like that. I'm not going to name names. But anyways, go ahead.
Fuck them. All right. So, if you could burn down one building with no consequences, which building would it be?
If I could burn down any building in the whole world
Yep.
with no consequences.
Yes. All benefits.
Oh, no. I don't want to. Oh, come on. That's a bad one. I don't like that one. That's mean.
You don't like that?
That's a bad... No, I don't... It's not a bad question. There's plenty of people that would love to burn shit down.
Yeah. But there's nothing you would burn down? The last guest, Milo, said he would burn down the IRS building and forgive people's debts.
They are fucking me right now.
So, me too.
But we know...
But like, so you could do something like you're not being an asshole. No one's gonna die. There's no consequences. So no one's gonna die in the building. You're never gonna get arrested. It's all benefits. So if you burn down the IRS building, if I burn down the fucking student loan company, then boom, bada bing.
Oh, God. Shit.
But if there isn't one, there isn't.
I don't think there is one.
You're just not that guy.
I'm not a burner.
Okay.
It'd be awesome if all debt was wiped out and all
Wouldn't it
taxes.
though?
Like, it'd be the fucking wildest thing ever.
God. I'd buy a boat.
I make just enough money that I know me not having it is my own fault, and I still can't wait to not fucking do it.
Yeah, I'm with you. So, what book would you gift?
What book would I gift? I can give it to anybody I want.
Yeah, let's just say you're one of your friends is going to get married or whatever. You want to buy, and you're supposed to buy him a book. They want a book. What book would you buy him?
Oh man, I told you I don't do enough reading to really get. Mine are also like well known and just.
It's okay.
Normal reads. I would give them shit. Why is this such a terrible question for me? Not a bad question.
I understand.
For me, it's a bad question.
I get it.
I would give them... Fuck, you fucking got me so good. I'm so indecisive on so many things. There's a lot that I am on. This one I feel like there's just too much shit. I would give them... it's not fair because everything I think of is like, oh, I just read that in the last month or two.
That's okay.
I just read that last year. It's just in my head. It's just here.
Well, that's all right. You got to buy a gift today, so it's in your head.
I would buy them a short novel. I think it's a short novel. It's only like 120 pages. It's called The Lathe of Heaven.
Okay.
Just recently read it. I would buy it because I think it's only like $5.99.
That's fair.
Very cheap.
Good answer. Good answer. I respect that.
But very cool story. Guy has the ability that when he has extremely intense lucid dreams, those dreams become the world that he lives in. That is now reality.
Oh, cool.
He is a druggie and an alcoholic, and he tries everything he can to suppress these dreams, but occasionally he has them, and the world changes. So in this, he got caught with drugs. He had to go talk to a therapist. Therapist is going, yeah. They've got a dream machine. They can tell you what to dream, so he can study it and see and make sure this guy's okay.
Don't spoil this. I have to read it
The
now.
doctor doesn't believe him at first. He's just doing a study. Well, he does tell him to have one dream, and since the doctor told him what the dream was, and the doctor was there while it happened, and the doctor directed it, the doctor also knows what has changed. So, at the beginning of the novel, he goes in, does the dream, wakes up, that picture on the wall is different. The doctor goes, no, it isn't. He knows it is. He just knows that this guy's dreams can fucking change reality. He learns it over the course of several times. Anyways, it becomes a thing of, does the doctor really know? Or am I actually fucking crazy? The doctor knows that it's changing. I know it's changing, but he's telling me it's not. Am I the fucking crazy one? And it's that versus the doctor, why the doctor tries to manipulate him to build the world he wants, versus him trying to figure out if the doctor's actually using him.
Oh my god! I have got to read this now! And you said that was a bad fucking question.
I didn't say, well, I just have to ruffle.
Well, for you, no, that's fucking, and that's what's great.
Anyways, I totally, and it goes from, he can change the picture on a wall, to he can dream that it's a zombie apocalypse and half the world is gone, and that is the reality the next day.
Holy
so
shit.
It's just anything that he dreamed, aliens,
That's
this.
Great.
Anyways, that's the whole premise. Doctor finds out that it is real, and then one is changing it, the other one's trying to find out if he's crazy or not, and if it's really changing.
And one more time, what's this book called?
It is called The Lathe of Heaven.
Okay.
By Ursula, I can't remember the last name.
I'm gonna fucking read that.
But
yeah.
I think I bought it for like $5.99, maybe $6.99. So it's also an extremely cheap gift.
Excellent.
I don't even think it comes in hardback. It does. I actually saw it at the bookstore place. What are the goddamn bookstore places called around
Barnes
here?
and Noble?
It was not a Barnes. It was a used place.
Oh, Half Price Books?
It was at a Half Price Books. It was a hardback edition. It was printed like, whenever. But the hardback edition was $29, and it is literally a 120-page book.
Jesus.
I wanted it so bad.
Yeah, I get when it's something like
it's like,
that.
oh, I've also never seen it. I looked it up, and it's like, it's $40, $50 everywhere on the internet. I'm like, guys, come on. It's an old fucking book.
Yeah, but it's obviously.
I think it was written in like the 60s, or early 70s. Anyways, super cool book.
Nice. So, final question. What billboard would you buy? You can get a billboard in downtown Indy, absolutely free. What would your billboard say?
I love Keanu Reeves. It would just say, "You're breathtaking."
Excellent.
It would just say, "You're
breathtaking."
You're breathtaking. And it would have a finger pointed back toward you. You're breathtaking.
That's beautiful. I like that. Well, that was all the questions, Dan. That wasn't so bad, was it?
No, it wasn't bad at all.
Exactly.
I came up with better answers for most of what I.
You did great, child. You did great. I'm fucking proud of you.
I'm just dripping the last 3 drops of this Cobra. I may have had a little more.
We can crack another one if we need to.
I would fucking. I want a Cobra, a pee break, and a cigarette.
That is exactly what's about to happen. And we're also gonna pick a color of nail polish for you.
100%.
I'm gonna do your nails.
This is just proof that we are all connected together.
It's a beautiful world, isn't it?
Yeah.
Excellent. We'll be right back in this beautiful world. Hey, lovers. Make sure you're following me on Instagram at Killing Time Podcast to see these beautiful pictures and these wonderful nails I paint for my guests. You can also find me at Kimber Lovecraft to see pictures of this sexy body. If you'd like your own set of awesome bitch claws, make sure you're following Dream Queen Nails. And also follow my other podcast, Circle of Jerks, where I'm a boy at the COJ Podcast. Bye-bye for now. And we're back to Killing Time with Kimber Lovecraft. We got another bottle of King Cobra here. Gonna pop that bad boy. I love hearing the hiss on the recording. Hopefully they're sponsored.
Again, I don't want to speak on your behalf. Yeah, sponsorship.
I'm trying.
Looking for it.
I am working my pussy off. We got Dan ready here. We're getting ready to stick his nails on. Of course, we got to get some Cobra in our bodies first. You know how it is. Whew. Cheers.
Cheers.
That's good shit.
Of all the crap I've ever heard people give King Cobra,
it's not.
I've never been against it the few times I've had it.
Like that's where I'm at. That's where I've always been at. Is like, I never I never really thought it was the best fucking brew on the face of the earth or anything. But once I found out how much people were talking shit about it, I was like, fuck you. Like, it's not bad.
Not that bad.
Yeah, exactly. And like, it's $2 at the gas station. I was like, yeah, and you should feel fucking privileged that it's only $2 at the gas station.
How
like,
lucky are you?
Yeah, exactly. I'm a firm believer that if it was more expensive, people would just fucking buy it and just drink it. Did I just stick... Oh, it's right there. I thought I lost the nail. I was like, did I just put 2 of them on there? See, and I thought about going a size up for you, but what happens is I always overestimate guests' nails. So now, whenever someone comes over for nails, I just wait till they get here. We measure them up, and then once I have the measurements, I can have these filed and ready for them. But with my guest here, I just kind of wing it and just pick sizes based on everything. So I was like, Milo, he's going to have some big hands, but they were too big. So I was like, shit, I do have banana hands. But then for you, I fucking pulled out I should have went a size bigger because I went a size smaller than Milo. You should have had Milo's, and Milo should have had yours. But it's all right.
Is there any particular... I see some people with just the stubbiest fingernails.
Yeah.
Do those suck?
It can. It's really if they're flat. The flat nails are the harder ones.
They don't have a good curve to them?
Exactly. Because, like, I can do stubby. It's just we need to use more glue and get them on differently. But when they're flat, it's the natural curve of these acrylics that go on. It's just hard to get it flat on there, and then they'll pop off. And that's always sad. You know, I fucking...
Who wants to lose a nail after a couple days?
Exactly.
I already look... I don't want to say this. Vicious. I'm kind of down.
It's nice, isn't it? Like, that's the thing.
Well,
honestly, every guy I've ever did this for, because like I've done it more than just this podcast, because people just like to fuck around, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh shit, I'll put your nails on, let's fucking do it. We'll just do it temporary. And they all fucking love it. Like, no one's ever been like, oh, get them off right now. They're all like, oh, I feel beautiful.
My mom and dad are calling me. I
Oh,
don't know
shit.
if now's the best time. Guys, I'm trying on nails. Get out of here. All right, so because we commented earlier, I have to at least... I'm going to just read one text message.
With the nails on. Go ahead, yeah.
Okay, this is definitely... You palm the phone and then you swipe with one finger.
Yeah, but it's so satisfying to hear that click just of the nail.
Well, I mean, I can turn on feedback on my phone. I can make it vibrate. Yeah.
Oh, but it's not the same as the nail touching. You just get that.
Let's just...
Yeah, it's... I get addicted. Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I like when my fingernails get a little long and I'll be tapping.
I'm so unaware of everything going on, and I'm constantly face touching. I'm constantly I couldn't imagine, like, the idea that somebody puts on makeup in the morning and doesn't fuck it up throughout the day blows my mind.
So I actually wear makeup every day, and the secret is, with makeup on your face, you feel it more and you're more aware of it. So like, when my face itches, I'm like, oh, my face probably just because of the makeup. So like, I just touch. I don't scratch. Like, I never touch my eyebrows.
You're not just digging at it.
Exactly, because I know that, like, it's... But with these are where it's hard, because, like I said, you forget where they're at, It's not like...
My fingers have gained half an inch.
Exactly, yeah. It's very risque. So we're going to do some purple here.
So when is the first time you started doing nails?
Like, when did I start doing Dream Queen nails, or when did I do nails the first time?
First time.
So it was probably when I was I'd say like 8 or 9. My sisters did nails and shit like that, and I fucking loved painting. You know what I mean? Like, I loved painting nails. So I'd paint my toenails because nobody would know. You know what I mean? Like, I kept my shoes and socks on all the time because I got sensitive feet. So I'd always have, like, painted ass nails, you know what I mean? And even now, like, my hands, when I paint my nails on my hand, I will make them a little more subtle. I don't make anything too popping. Like, I never wear bright pinks or anything like that. Mm-hmm. But my toes, oh yeah, there's some hot popping colors, baby. Like, oh, I love it so much. It's just, I don't know, for as gay as things get with me, painting my nails bright pink, it doesn't fit my clothing style to have bright loud nails. Yeah, exactly. So I keep it dull up top, just keep it more in context with what I wear. Yeah. Because I just don't. I could be that bitch that changes the nail color every day because, like, I love painting nails. But man, that'd be so hard on my cuticles and shit. I'm not dumb about it.
I can barely put on a fresh shirt when I get up in the morning. So I couldn't imagine women or anybody that actually takes the time to put on makeup and get themselves ready in the morning. I can't even fathom that amount of time in my life.
It is. I get it, because it is kind of a pain knowing that I have to do it, but it's like a necessary evil to me because like I know what my eyebrows look like when I don't do them. And how many compliments I get on my eyebrows.
When you do.
Yeah, exactly. And it makes my face look, I don't want to say better, but it makes me look more presented. And even the BB cream, it fills your pores, it covers in the cracks, it gives everything a nice finish. And it makes me happy to look in the mirror and see a nice, like I have a zit on my fucking nose right now. It kills me every morning. But with BB cream, it takes a lot of the redness away. But I like seeing a finished, put together product. I change my earrings every night into little studs, but I put these on every morning. I put my necklace on. I wash my face. I put on my eyebrows, put on my BB cream. Sometimes I use some concealer underneath my eyes if if it's puffy. Oh, your nail's falling here. But yeah, it's like flossing. Like when you first start for the first couple days, it's like, oh, I fucking hate flossing. But then after a while, it's just like, oh yeah, this is the thing I do. And sunscreen, I put on sunscreen every day. At first, that was weird to get used to. But then after a while, it was just like, this is just part of my morning routine. It's something I do. Yeah, always wear sunscreen. It's very important.
I've been putting more and more on. I've actually been putting lotion on my skin a lot more, which is something I've never really did.
It's nice. I gotta be careful with lotion, because I don't like the perfumes and shit like that. I use cocoa butter.
Yeah.
For pretty much everything. It smells so good. It smells like strippers, and I love it. Like, the strip. I wish there were more male strip clubs. I really do, because I like going to strip clubs.
I hate the smell of strippers.
Really?
They remind me of that smell, like when, you're just a little dirty. You're just jerking it. You're just doing your thing. And then, like, when you get done, like, you can just, like, the musky smell. You're like, oh, that's, like, the smell of fucking shame right now.
The sin bin.
Yeah, I just can't.
Hand over.
I just can't do it.
I don't want to yell in the microphone. Yeah, I get that. I like the strip club because it's a nice place to drink. And then it's super chill. And then when the ladies find out I'm gay, they know I'm not, like, sexually interested like that, so they give me a lot of booty. I always get a lot of booty because they know, like, booties can be universal,
Everybody likes a nice butt.
Exactly.
Right? Everybody likes
exactly.
Except 90s guys.
I went to a full nude strip club once in Colorado, because again, I I forget what the other two were doing, but I didn't want to go do what they were doing, and I was like, fuck it, I'll just go to the strip club, you know what I mean? So I went. It was super chill, super dead. I made friends with some chick, and of course, every female wants to be the gay man's best friend, you know what I mean? So we were chatting, she's like, oh, you've never been to a full nude? And I was like, no. And she's like, oh, come upstairs, I'll give you a dance. And I was like, you know what, all right, fuck it, like, let's do it. It just for the experience, you know what I mean? Because, like, I don't really do private dances in the first place, let alone at a full nude strip club. I was like, what's this? I wanted to see the back room, like, I wanted to live...
Get the experience once.
There you go. Get the experience. Yeah.
You can't pass it all up.
And unfortunately, she took off her panties, and I was like, okay. She bent over. I was like, okay, the booty time. And her tampon string was hanging out of her vagina. I wish I was making that up. And that there...
You had me in the first half that this was going to be a good
story. No, it sure wasn't. It was good for me because it confirmed that I'm pretty goddamn gay. Because that was fucking gross. Like, I could not find a single part of that fantastic. And,
no redeeming quality.
No, I told my boyfriend, I was like, it was absolutely horrid. And he's like, then why'd you do it? And I was like, I paid for an experience. And he's like, yeah, sounds like you got it.
That's 100% the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, the idea, being a thirsty guy at the strip club, you've really got to play it premium.
Yeah.
To get the service.
I assume so, yeah. Because, like, I don't know, that is where I do talk about how I wish things were more fair for gay people, but then again, I like being treated special because I'm gay. You know what I mean? Like, I get away.
The few times that, like, you get the special treatment.
Exactly, yeah. People, like, especially chicks, they know that me being nice, I'm not trying to get anything from you. I don't want anything from you. Like, I'm not trying to fuck you or anything like that. So you get a more authentic experience of the person, especially straight guys. Even if they're cool with gay people, they know, they're like, oh, I like the philosophy some have where they're like, I don't mind gay people because every two of you takes away two competition from me. You know, I'm like, totally. You know.
I just like compliments.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter
exactly.
who gives them to you.
Yeah,
It feels
straight
good.
up, it does. It's very.
I think that goes back to my "You're breathtaking" advertisement.
Yeah.
It's just, but you got to get complimented a little bit.
It really, and it does. It makes my fucking. I could be having the shittiest fucking day, and someone's just like, "Oh my god, I love your nails," and I'm just like, "Girl, thank you so much." Like it just brightens your day to know that someone else likes what you're doing. You know, like they. Sorry, your nails moving along. I'm scared.
Oh, it's quiet. Yeah,
Don't pop off here.
No, but yeah, just the whole idea of taking the time to actually, not even about what you do, but taking that morning routine and actually doing something, and then having a little bit of pride in your look.
Yeah, there you
know?
go. It gives you pride about your look, and it makes you feel confident. And like looking good is feeling good, is what I've always been told. And when I can look in the mirror and say, "Yeah, I look good," it's like there's at least one person out there that would fuck me. You know, especially when you're dating someone. That's one thing a lot of people will. I'm worried about this nail polish laying here, so we're gonna sweep it up with this. A lot of people get in relationships and they just quit trying. But no, that I want to try harder because I don't want that person when I'm in a relationship, that person's going to see me every day, all day, for the most part.
Yeah.
I don't want to get old to them. I don't want to get stale to them. So of course I'm going to try to keep my face looking good and show them that I care about you being in my life. I don't want you to get scraps because now that I'm comfortable, I want to show you even more now.
It's so hard not to do that, though.
It is.
I mean,
and
it's the same thing with work or anything. You just get so complacent, and it becomes the norm, where you no longer feel like you have to like express yourself to show somebody this gratitude.
Exactly, and that's so that's one thing. That's why I keep getting my eyebrows done. I keep myself looking good because I want him to know I fucking love you. Like you are. Call him Detective Cowboy, because I hate when people refer to him as my partner. It's not the 80s anymore. He's my fucking boyfriend or he's my fucking husband. Like
I genuinely hate on the internet when somebody's like, "Oh, well, my SO."
Yeah, it's
my
like
SO,
come on.
my this or that, my that.
Yes.
I'm at least at the point now. If you just say my girlfriend, I'm actually not going to immediately think that you're a guy.
Exactly.
Like so, it doesn't matter either way.
Yes,
and it's just
yeah.
My life partner.
Yeah.
Get the fuck. Okay, they are technically the truth. It's just
exactly, but you don't call a hetero couple partners. And like, so what was funny is we fucking went to the hospital, and the lady that was bringing us in, the younger guy of the two people in the medic, he said, "Oh, is that your boyfriend?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Right on." And then in the way into the hospital when we were checking him in, the older lady. She goes, "Yeah, this is him, this is Thomas, and this is his partner." And I was just like, "God damn it." You know what I mean? Like, I hate it, and he knows how much I hate it. So we saw a meme on Twitter that said something about what's weird about gay relationships is I still refer to partners like cowboys or detectives. So now I call him detective boyfriend or cowboy boyfriend.
Yeah. It's I hate it because it's like, oh, we're going to come up with a less common term, and now we're going to embrace it instead of going, wait. I thought we were fighting for me to be able to have a boyfriend.
Exactly.
We're not fighting for me to be able to have a significant other or a partner.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a guy. That's my boyfriend.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just going to start being like, "I'm Cody. This is the dude I'm fucking." You know?
I blame it on women, though. I'm going to blame this on women. It's because traditionally, oh yeah, me and my girlfriends. I never say me and my boyfriend.
Oh, that's true.
And I think I've already made it up in my head. It spawned from that. Lesbians or women dating other women, which are lesbians, they can't just say their girlfriends because their girlfriend is a friend of themselves.
That makes total
sense. So they had to use something else.
Damn.
So I am, ipso facto, I am blaming it on lesbian women,
but not in a bad way.
Not in a bad way.
Yeah,
it was already there, so they had to embrace something.
Yes, that makes sense. That makes total sense.
So really, women needed to stop calling other women and friends their girlfriend and girlfriends.
Yes.
So yeah, Ooh, rough go. Maybe that's why it happens.
Yeah,
but yeah, I've never liked it,
and it's not as common anymore. Like, not a lot of people do it. It's just one of those. It just sounds so clinical. Like, this is his partner. No.
Is this a government form?
Exactly. Yes.
The first time I ran into that and it really changed my mind on it is it was during the whole gay marriage debate, and my whole thing was, well, why do we even care how the government says it? Why do we even care why don't we just call everything, you can have marriages, you can be married, and then you can have just a civil union, and it has all the exact same rights and all the exact same tax advantages and this and that and this. And it is the whole idea of separate but equal is not equal. Right?
Yes.
So it doesn't make sense. So like once somebody actually explained to me like, yeah, but the whole point isn't to be called something different. It's to be called the same as everyone else.
Exactly.
And the minute that was explained to me, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
And that's exact. Honest to God, and this is gonna sound weird. If you take this out of context, I'll fuck you up, whoever you are. But I wish the LGBTQ community didn't exist. I wish it wasn't a thing because gay people just exist. And it's not questioned. You know what I mean? I wish that for every race and every religion, that like, I hate that there has to be groups to stand up for those rights. You know, like I wish everyone's like, oh, when do we get straight pride parade? I'm like, dude, I wish we didn't have to have gay pride parade. I hate that it exists because that means there's still unfairness to it. You know, in 100 years, maybe gay pride won't be a thing because gay is just so accepted that it's like, oh yeah, you fuck dudes, whatever, you know? Like,
I think it's the mentality in which you have the parade, right? Is the parade just for gay people to parade around that, hey, we're gay and it's accepted now? Or is it something that's celebrated by everybody? I think if it gets to the point where, oh, gay pride, we're all going out. Like, it's like St. Patrick's Day. St. Patrick's Day in America is not for Irishmen.
Exactly. That's Patrick's a good fucking example.
St. Patrick's Day is a celebration that we have so many people from Ireland and the effect and the changes that it's had on our culture. It's all of us together going, we love this thing.
Yes.
And it's not just Irishmen dressing up like stereotypical Irishmen.
That's a good...
I think
if that's the way gay pride was, and they had a straight pride in the exact same way, I would support them both. I'd be like, fuck yeah, there's gay people, let them live. Fuck yeah, there's straight people, let them live. Like, we are all different, you know what I mean? But, like, it is the fact... And it is... I mean, it's more...
Well, don't hate on it now, because it's still a good thing. And I'm sure St. Patrick's Day... I'm sure Irishmen were celebrating St. Patrick's Day way before it was a national holiday. Mm-hmm. Right? So it's like...
It is kind of different now.
Yeah.
But just the celebration of just... Everyone can enjoy something that's not theirs, you know? It's just very heartwarming to see people come together and shit. And it's... that's the kind of thing that... Yeah... I'm a little fucked up. I can tell I'm rambling with my ideas.
No,
now.
It's fine.
We drank a little bit of Cobra here.
Shit. We love the Cobra here.
Yes.
We love the Cobra. I'd drink twice as much of it if they would advertise for you.
Thank you. You heard it here, folks. You would have made $8 off this podcast instead of $4.
I'll pay double if you just let me put your name in the freaking podcast.
I do anyway. I told him straight up. I hit him up. I said, hey, I want to do fucking advertising for you. What was it going to take? Even if they would have just said, yes, you can fucking do whatever you want.
Now, I will say, this will be building big bridges. I just can't imagine King Cobra is extremely just on the up and up on, I don't want to say the LGBT community, but anything like that.
So they're made by Anheuser-Busch.
Okay.
My problem with big companies and the pride thing is they're only doing it as like, they're just grabbing a fucking rainbow flag and waving it around. You know what I mean? Like, if Chick-fil-A did the same thing, I'd be like, fuck, you don't
fuck you, Chick-fil-A.
Yeah,
like, you
I
can't
still eat there. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a horrible gay man for that, but it's good fucking chicken.
Rarely. Okay, so Chick-fil-A, I hate a lot of the things they do. It is good fucking chicken. And there's one thing I can't deny. They are the sweetest fucking people in the world when you go.
Always quick.
Just always quick, fresh, always nice, always friendly.
My pleasure.
I'm so happy to help you today.
Every time.
And you're like, God, I want to hate you Christian bastards so bad, but you're so fucking sweet.
Exactly. And I will literally walk in there with my boyfriend in a Satan shirt, and they're just like, you have a great day. And I'm like, thank you so much, like, for not making this awkward right now. Like, I know that I'm not your...
I'm here for the chicken. You know I'm here for the chicken.
Yeah, exactly. Like, let's just get this over with. It feels like a bad time, but fuck it. You know, I'm already on this date. Let's go through with it, Chick-fil-A.
Yeah. Where were we at before that? Oh, just the gay pride and I'm one too.
Oh, yeah.
Come buy my stuff and shop with me. Like,
it's very fake. That's why I posted a snap that was like, instead of paying money to corporations with a rainbow, send your money to me directly, a gay. You know, like fucking, you want to spend money on gay shit right here.
Not to bring up political stuff, but I think just this month they denied flying the pride flag on any
at
of
the U.S. embassies,
on any of them, and at first I was like, okay, well, okay, they denied it. No big deal. It's a U.S. flag. It's for the U.S. pole. But then when I find out, no, they do it with other flags. And they've done it in the last 16 years,
exactly.
too.
Even
almost every year.
Bush and Obama.
Even Bush did it.
Yes.
And you're like, okay, that's a big... Because logically, I was like, okay, not a big deal. It's a pole for the American flag. You fly at half stat. You do this, you do this.
No,
but then once you find out, like, no, we fly other flags all the time.
It's in conjunction.
And we've already done it. And
Exactly.
you're like, oh, now it's a bit.
Yeah, it's
That's a bit of a big push. So that's unfortunate.
Yeah, and I've got a friend who wants to come on here. I love him to death. He's one of my best fucking friends. But he doesn't want to see me in drag. He's just like, no, I can't see.
I'm super uncomfortable.
Yeah,
too.
he's like, it's not. You are the guy who goes hunting with me, and we hang out, and you're my bro, and we shoot guns and shit. You know, like I can't see you as Kimber, and I completely respect that. And he's got very Republican views and very pro-Trump and shit like that. At the end of the day, all we both want is for everyone to love each other. We just have different ideas on how to get there.
Yeah.
And I've told him straight up. He was like, here's the thing about you being Kimber is I don't ever want to see you in it. I don't ever think that I'll be able to support you in it in the way that you want me to. But I will fucking take a bullet so you can do it if anyone ever tries to stop you. You know what I mean? And I was like, that's so powerful.
It is, but it's still such an unreal mentality. Like it's that last little bridge. Like why is that one so hard to cross?
Because if it was you dressing up as a woman, he could look at it all day.
Yeah. In fairness, I think I did know you for like 6 or 8 months before I found out you did any drag.
Yeah.
And I was in a small state of shock for the rest of the afternoon. But here's the thing: at the end of it, I mean, I'm like, oh wow, and it's not a big deal. I don't even give a shit, and it's just like, oh. I've known you for 8 months. I've built this profile in my head of who you are, and boom, you have literally flipped it upside down.
Yeah.
And by the end of it, after a couple days, I was like, he's even fucking cooler now.
Thank
like,
you.
Yeah, there's like, yeah,
there's
this is a net benefit. Like for you telling me like you were teaching dance classes and doing nails and doing drag and all this, I was like, oh, he is, although completely shook me as to who he was. He's now a far more interesting person. Because everything else he showed me is still him, but now he's got all these other things about him too.
Yeah.
And I mean, that being said, I'm going to just be 100% legit. I get uncomfortable looking at men in drag queens.
It's weird for
drag
a straight
queens, transgender people who are just dressing in dresses and makeup and all this. It completely fucking shakes me.
Yes.
And I don't want it to. It just does, and I don't have a problem with it. But it's just one of those things. It's like, oh, this is such an oddity. I must stare at a distance.
Yes.
And look at this happen.
And so what I think it is it's the brain getting I'm turned on signals, but you know that there's a penis. And it really, what it boils down to is it's like...
When they get you in a quick internet gift,
yeah, those are hilarious. I love those. It's just like, it's very...
oh, this is the best I've ever what the... Come on.
I know. And it takes you to that place where you're just like, oh, wow.
The first... But here's the thing. If you cut out the second half of that GIF, I'm
all
down.
Exactly. It's a very and that's where it took me so long. Like I was bi for a while, pretty much all my life until I just pretty much slowly over time I lost interest in women. It's like as a kid I used to eat hominy all the time. Now I don't like hominy. Things change.
Yeah.
You know, especially like my OCD in my hands, the texture thing. The vaginas are a very slippery slope. We'll just say that. And that texture, no sir. Like, I can't, oh, God. No. But, so yeah, it was just, it took time for me to realize, though, even when I was bisexual, it wasn't a phase. I thought it was, so my first sexual experience was with a boy at the age of 5. So, like, I've always known this ain't no phase. You know what I mean? Like, I've always known there was that deep core of me being more gay than straight. But it was just I thought everyone was a little bit bisexual. I legitimately thought, up until probably the age of 17, that everyone did gay shit with their friends. Everyone looks at gay porn, and like everyone does gay things. And then I realized that I have friends who have literally never had any interest whatsoever in doing any of those things. That I was like, oh shit, not everyone's bisexual. Like, yeah. I am, in fact, bisexual. You know what I mean? Like, and once I grasped that concept of it, I ran with that for probably, 5 or 6 years. And then I was just like, all right. And then what took it, honestly, my last girlfriend that I had, I knew her so well. She was absolutely great. She was the type of person that if she told me I would like something, I would instantly try it because she was never wrong. She knew me so well. She'd be like, "You'd like this fucked up thing," and I'm like, "No, I wouldn't."
Google algorithm.
Oh my god, yeah, straight up.
I want it.
Yes. So, in our relationship though, she knew I was bisexual, but like, there was a couple times where she's like, "No, darling, I think you're gay," and I was like, "No," and then, spoiler alert,
totally.
She was right. Yeah, and I just like because. I mean, all the signs were there, and I just never thought about it. But then it took someone that I really trusted the opinion of. Because, like, I have best friends that supported me through thick and thin. And once I was like, yeah, I'm gay, they're like, oh, yeah, I assume so. I'm like, well, then why don't you fucking tell me? You know, because, like... But
it's
she
not my job to tell you that you're gay.
Exactly, you know. Because, again, I don't know.
Could you imagine if you were gay and I thought it was my job to tell you that you're straight?
Oh, my God.
Like, fuck off,
yeah,
buddy. I want nothing to do with it.
Yeah, you're right. I just never really... I don't know, had it laid out flat before me.
Yeah, some people are so averse to like it really is like that spectrum of like, no, this is like the stereotypical manliest man in the entire world, and this is the most womanly woman, whatever those mean, and then just most of us fall well within that.
Exactly, and that's how I thought everyone's sexuality was, and I just honestly I thought the people who hated gays were just really closeted homosexuals.
Well, I mean, I think we talked about earlier that game that boys play where they just slap each other in the dick, just a quick ba 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 ba. There's guys that repulses the idea of even slapping a guy's junk as a joke to them is fucking horrid.
Yeah, exactly.
And the rest of us are like, oh no, like what's wrong with that thing?
Yep.
That to me is completely normal. And I've never been, what's the way to say it? I've never been against the idea of being gay. I'm just not gay.
You just always, yeah, exactly, yeah. And
like,
that's...
Like, you've had the idea of like, oh, what's kissing a guy like? Oh, what would that be like? And you're just going, that's not me. Like,
exactly.
that just doesn't work for me.
And
like,
that's,
yes. And it doesn't disgust me. I mean, it used to make me uncomfortable when I would see guys kiss because it was the same thing as watching a guy cross-dress. This is right now so unusual to me. I've never seen anything like it. And now I watch two guys kiss, I'm like, they're fucking adorable.
Yep.
And it's just, it really is just that inclusion from everybody and kind of just being shown these things. Like, hey, there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
No, is it normal? No, it's only 1% of the population. But just because it's not normal doesn't mean it's wrong. It's totally okay to do.
Exactly. And that's, the example I always use is when people are like, you know, like, I've never liked tomatoes because
tomatoes.
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 You're right, darling. I'm sorry. My mother would be pissed right now. I don't like tomatoes because of the gross, juicy texture that goes with them. So I can say, without a shadow of a doubt, if a food has that texture to it, I'm not going to like it. I don't have to suck that proverbial dick to say, no, I'm not a fan of that.
Not for me.
Exactly. But I also know that mac and cheese looks and smells good. First time I put that in my gullet, I was like, all right, we can do this.
that's the ticket.
Exactly, you know? And it's just like, when people are like, oh, you're not born that way. I'm like, you are, though. Like, I didn't choose to hate tomatoes and like macaroni and cheese. I didn't choose to do these things. It's just, whether it be nature and nurture, that's still kind of...
Well, if you don't like mac and cheese, I mean, genuinely, you should be put down.
I'm with you.
I don't want to get serious
I fucking
here, but
love
like
mac and cheese.
Involuntary euthanasia.
I've never met anyone that doesn't like mac and cheese, but my co-host Justin on the Circle of Jerks podcast
doesn't like it.
He can't eat mashed potatoes. The texture makes him gag instantly. That's one thing I remember. We were in like 6th fucking grade.
What kind of mashed potatoes is he eating?
Just regular mashed potatoes.
But you have mashed potatoes that are so mashed they are almost a fluid.
It's just the mushy.
Can he eat a baked potato?
I'll have to ask him. All I remember is we were at his house. And I thought he was fucking with me. And I said no. And his parents were like, no, he's not fucking around. And he took a thing of mashed potatoes and tried to eat it and started gagging. And his dad got pissed.
That he tried it?
Yeah.
Because he knew he was going to get sick.
So I was like, holy shit. Like,
what a poor fella.
I know.
You know what he should try doing?
What's that?
Making him a little chunkier, but then throwing some corn in there too. Give it some texture, a little crunch.
Yeah.
Oh, big fucking difference.
Yeah, because he said it was the texture thing. But even then, I think that it would just be like, oh, this corn's got... You know what I mean?
Oh, this corn's good, but the rest of it...
My son is that way with broccoli stalks. Or florets. If I cut off the stalk and just leave the harder pieces, he'll eat those no problem, thinking they're celery.
The actual soft... The treetops. He can't
Yes. It'll instantly gag, and I thought he was lying to me for the longest time. to like put him in his food one day.
Get him into cauliflower.
And so he might like cauliflower. That might work.
It's a little stiff.
But it was in a vegetable medley, and I put one piece of broccoli in there. And sure fucking enough, he was watching TV, not paying attention to what he was eating. Put that bite in his mouth.
Immediate.
I was like, holy shit, he's not fucking around. He can't eat broccoli.
Yeah.
Like, so like,
you're gay or bi, and he's not a broccoli.
Nope, exactly. That's, yeah.
Look, if you have a couple particulars about your food and diet, I'm all with it. But if you're sitting there going, I can't eat any vegetables,
that's a different
blows
story.
my fucking
mind.
No.
Or people are like, oh, I don't like water. How do you not
like water? It's 71%.
Yes,
you
dumbass.
Make
it in your mouth all day. Like you know,
you're gonna sit there depressed about who you are and the life that you live, but you're 71% of the thing that you fucking hate.
Yes.
Like, calm down. It's not that fucking.
It's
bad.
fucking stupid.
It's Although I mean, but there's nothing wrong with preferring flavored water over plain water, but it's just about don't like water.
Yeah,
go run 6 miles in the heat and tell me you don't like a glass of fucking water.
Ask me for a fucking Pepsi at that point, you dumb bitch.
Oh god, I hate that shit so bad. Fuck, what were we on? We were on something before that, and by God, I can't fucking remember it.
I don't know. Probably something gay. We've been talking about a lot of gay shit this
episode. We're talking about gay, being gay, knowing when you were gay. Asking you when you did nails, that's what I would have assumed. I would have known you were gay, but I was.
Oh yes.
I was 4.
When you found out.
I was 4, so I mean, if you were doing nails, I used to dress up with my sisters and paint my toenails and all that.
Oh yeah, well that's everyone kind of did, but I never stopped. That's when I knew like. Okay.
I am thankful I didn't grow up in a house like, oh, Dan, you painted your toenails.
See, I
never had to have that conversation. It was just like, oh, you're playing dress up with your sisters. You're having fun. You're 5 years old. Who gives a fuck?
I was good up until like the age of like 12 and 13. That's when like I started hiding it because I didn't want them to like, you know, like, okay, yeah, because when I was little, I still have pictures of me dressed up as a lady, you know, and that was just back when I wasn't trying to be a drag queen or anything. It was just like, oh, me and my sister's playing dress up. Look, I'm a boy in girls' clothes. Tee.
Yeah, but funny. You liking that's completely different than you liking to dress in drag as a grown-ass man.
Exactly.
You're a child just having fun.
Yeah, and that's kind of where it's still at. I'm just a big fucking adult child who just wants to get on stage and fake sing for people and just like, I like making people laugh. Like making
you do karaoke?
No, you lip sync.
Oh, okay.
You don't actually sing, but yeah, you do. You lip sync to songs. I got a whole playlist on Spotify of songs.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah. But I like seeing people smile and I like seeing people laugh because I don't know, everyone likes that. You know what I mean? And like once it's kind of like rap, how I make those stupid ass rap videos. It's like being gay. I thought everyone was a little bit gay. I didn't know how far on the spectrum I was, but I thought everyone was a little bit. I thought everyone could rap a little bit. I thought anyone could write a Dr. Seuss rhyme except use gangster words. That's all it is. And I fucking put on the Dr. B voice and I make those rap music videos and it's fun. And like once I found out people couldn't do that, that's when I started putting them on YouTube.
Dr. Seuss is hard. Stop insulting me.
I'm sorry. But when I find out that not everyone can do what I can do, I'm like, oh shit, I want to make people happy with this.
A Dr. Seuss rhyme in a story, I will have to say, in the grand scheme of the hip-hop community, would be shit upon for being a rather lazy rhyme.
Yeah, well, it was a bad example. But
I get what you're saying, though. If you're not hitting 3 syllables at the end of every single one of your bars, you're doing it wrong.
See, that's where you got to make it super hardcore gangster, though. Because my shit, like, here's an excerpt. I won't do it in the Dr. B voice because that's real annoying right now. But it would be like, Dr. B, bitch, blowing trees. Watch my glitter make you freeze. Stop your heart with a trigger squeeze. You on my nuts. Get off of these. You know what I mean?
Trigger squeeze.
Yeah, exactly.
You got 3. That's fine.
It was very but it worked, and it's especially with the dumbass music videos. That's what it's for.
That's what it does.
Yeah, it's not for the music.
It's to hit the 3 syllables, and it is also to hit the rhyme that somebody. You have to subvert the expectation of what you're about to hear.
Yes.
You can't say car and then say bar. You have to say the czar. You have to throw a different word that it's not going to pop into your head the first thing that you think.
Because it sounds easy.
Because it is easy. It's the first thing that you thought of.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and that's where it gets very. But it was fun. I don't do that too much anymore. I have a song written for Kimber.
All right.
And
any music with it?
Yeah, I've got the beat and the song written and everything.
I thought it would be on the ukulele. What are you doing?
Oh shit!
Yeah, you should learn it a little.
Because it was a little. It's got like a techno party dance beat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a tough one to do.
Yes,
there's a lot on a uke that's tough to do.
I know. I do want to do songs with it, and I want to have my own custom songs where, like "Boyfriend" by Cassidy Anthony or something like that. It's just like talking about like you look so amazing in that sundress. Wonder what you look like when you're undressed. But it's really sweet and everything like that. And it's just like beautiful and you're so cute and you're awesome and I wish you didn't have a boyfriend. And then it cuts into, but your boyfriend's a bitch. He ain't shit. He can suck on my dick. And it's just like I fucking love it. You know what I mean? It goes. It's just so beautiful. And then it's like oh fuck him. And it's like and then it's beautiful again. And like that's what I want to learn. That's what I want Kimber to be. Is that I give you something sweet and beautiful and then I'm like. And fuck that pussy till the shit runs down.
There was this song that I was obsessed with. It was by this younger woman with a French accent. She I believe she's a nobody, but she's got this whole song about how her boyfriend left her for another woman, and she's singing this song to the other woman, and she's just talking, and she says, "Oh, I'll kill her. Oh, believe me. Oh, yes, I'll kill her." And she's just talking about how much, but it's all in this sweet little French voice of this little woman, and she's just like, "Oh, I fucking hate you so much," and I'll do it. I'm tougher than you think. I love that song so
and see,
much.
that's I like Reba a lot because I grew up in the South.
Me choking on this fine King Cobra had absolutely nothing to do with him loving Reba, who I can only assume last name McIntyre.
Yes, that is exactly right.
All right, tell me about your love for Reba McIntyre.
So I grew up in the South, obviously.
Did you ever watch the show?
No, yeah, we did.
Oh,
like of course we did.
Oh, fucking God.
We watched the Jeff Foxworthy show, bro. Like I grew up in Tennessee. Like,
Jeff Foxworthy was funny. Genuine funny.
His show was okay, yeah, but he was hilarious at the time.
The Redneck Kings of Comedy tour. Where the fuck that? I know Kings of Comedy is
blue collar comedy show,
right? Blue collar. Very funny.
Yeah, it was. But like Reba McIntyre, the night the lights went out in Georgia, that song, it's a story in itself. And like a lot of people just hear Reba and they're like, oh, I don't like country music. I'm like, but listen to that fucking song. You hear a full story from beginning to end with a twist in it, and you feel like you've completed an entire story. You can finish it off. Don't worry about me. And it's just
That's a video game drink fill up noise. That's what I did.
Good call. Yeah, I keep those. I'm gonna start keeping those caps. I haven't been, but I feel like I should.
You very well could.
I've had a year.
I will say it is super odd to feel things hit these nails when I put a cap on or drink my drink, and I will not lie. Same thing. I don't like rings. I don't like wearing rings. I've occasionally put a ring on my finger and had one, and I've got to like wipe my nose, and you see that ring, and you're just thinking, I'm gonna fucking cold cock the shit out of this. Like I'm gonna fight. I'm as tough as fucking nails right now. So I know why they wear their chains and their rings. I get it. It feels kind of cool, but I feel the same thing. Like when I go to put my hands around this cup of beer and I close my fingers, I'm like, oh, that right there, that's some like Maleficent shit. Like I'm the bad. Yes. Like I'm gonna fucking cast a spell on you.
I feel you.
It's weird.
I feel you. It is. That's what's. Just putting those on makes you feel like a different person. Like I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of hard to get into character as Kimber when I'm not like in the nails and the hair and everything. Because when I have all those things on, I feel different.
It's every bit of you.
Yes, and I can just live it. So like sitting here and talking like this, and especially drinking and shit like that. That's why I don't sound perfectly beautiful, but I try really hard. But yeah, when I've got the nails and shit on, it's no question. It's like flowing like this. I'm all slutty. I'm like, hello, darling. You're a tall drink of water. How about you give me a sip?
Days I put on my suit, shave my neck, clean up my cheeks, square off the beard, clean up around my ears. God. You're like, you just go out, you've got it all on.
Yep, thinking you're gonna need a bat for all the.
I'm this big motherfucker in these beautiful suspenders. I'm killing the fucking game.
Absolutely.
And I just Yep. If I could do that every day. But I'm so afraid that one day I would be like, fucking, oh God, what's his name? American Psycho, that movie. Patrick Bateman. I would be Patrick fucking Bateman, who spends like 2 hours of my morning every day showering and moisturizing and shaving and peeling my eyebrows. And I'm like, oh, I'm so afraid that one day I would be this weird fucking psycho.
I'm worried about that sometimes. Especially when I had new routines.
Yeah.
Because like I started getting my eyebrows waxed a year ago. It's been about a year. Anyway, I started getting my eyebrows waxed, so I started filling them in more. And then I started wanting more. And then I was like, oh, my eyebrows look so good. I want my skin to look better. So I started doing that, you know, and it just like, I kept adding shit. And like, when I watched that movie, I was like, that's fucking crazy. And then I realized in the past 2.5, 3 years, I've probably added
That's how much work.
20 minutes to my
your
fucking
routine.
Yeah. And I was just like, holy shit. You know, but he had great skin in that movie. Let's be real.
They had like 4K close-ups, and this guy's face is flawless.
God, he looks
Jesus, yes. I know.
When I put on all my foundation, it'd take too long every morning to put on foundation, but I literally look like a fucking piece of porcelain. God, I would fuck the shit out of me when I have foundation on. Like, and especially if it's well blended that day, I look so just, God, you have no idea how much.
I'm happy that when you do that, you feel that confident and that good about yourself.
I do.
I'm very happy for that.
I carry it back because I'm worried that I'm gonna have to beat the booty away from me when I'm
just karate.
Yeah, exactly. And then on days like that, because like there's days where I feel like shit. Like I've talked about this on another podcast. I get honestly complimented on something between my eyebrows, my face, my tattoos, my earrings, my shirts, at least once a day. But when I'm having those days where I feel like $1 million and someone compliments me, I'm just like, "You're goddamn right, darling." You know, like it.
I don't feel any better because I already felt good.
Yes, and I hate when I feel like that, but it's good for your soul sometimes. You know what I mean? Like you gotta love yourself, and it just, nothing like when Thomas.
If every day you needed a compliment to feel like you were accomplished or did something. Mm-hmm. Then what's the point? You want to have the days where you're just like you cannot bring me down.
Exactly. Yes. Nothing makes me happier than when I'll look at my boyfriend's phone and he'll unlock it and it's a new picture of me as the background. And I'm just like, oh my god. You know, it's not like
you changed it.
Exactly. Because it's one thing to have your picture on there. It's like, okay, you did it once, but when they change it often, it's like, all right, doll. Like you're still feeling this. I'm still picking up what you're putting down. Let's do this thing.
Oh, now you say I don't think I've changed my phone background in forever. I'm a piece of shit.
You should change it.
I will.
I need to change mine, but he knows I've got like the weird shit that I do, and I have to have a very basic background. I can't have a lot of cut. Mine's pretty much black. It's
a few lines.
Oh shit! It's a bunch of Satan shit.
What is mine right now? I actually don't know if mine is me and my girlfriend.
I don't even have icons on my home screen. I have to swipe up for the icons, and it drives me crazy that I can't put those in folders.
Oh my god, mine's all white.
Ew.
I'm what many people would classify as basic.
You're what many people would classify as a sociopath.
Well, in fact,
just white
for months.
Your poor retinas.
For months, it was a picture of a graphics card, but all done in like a very minimalist art style.
Oh, I love minimalism.
I just dig having that.
Oh, I love minimalism.
Oh, what'd you draw? A black silhouette with 2 colors in it. Like, yes. Okay, like you just blew my fucking mind. This is the best thing.
Work. That's what I'm talking about right there. I do.
Man. But no. Wait, what were we on?
I don't remember. I'm fucking feeling it now, Mr.
Are
Krabs.
you feeling it?
I feel great.
Mr. Krabs.
I don't drink. I only drink on podcasts, pretty much. And even then, I don't drink. This is the most I've ever drank on any podcast.
I have
mark your calendars.
I have unknowingly increased my tolerance on alcohol.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I've drank that much more, but in the last year or two, I can definitely drink a lot more and before I even start feeling it.
Well, how far are we? 45 minutes. So it's been about an hour and a half and we've each killed a 40. That's not too bad. I mean, we killed 2 40s between
we're still, there's nothing negative. We got this.
Yeah. It's fucking... So we're not too drunk.
No.
I know. I'm smoking.
It's a combination of all.
Because I chain smoke whenever I'm fucking sitting and chilling.
The one time
I need to take a picture of you and your nails.
Oh, for sure.
Before.
Did I ever tell you about the one time I drove just way too drunk? And I will admit the one time I was just absolutely plastered doing
That's no good.
Anyways.
Make sure to get those nails in there.
Anyways, you're going to cut that last 15 seconds out. But this one time, I had an extremely awkward encounter with a guy that I was told was gay, that I used to work with. And me and him...
Give me some more claw.
Me and him went out to a bar together. And I am getting hammered. I'm getting so drunk. And in the back of my head...
Sorry if I'm taking a picture for the podcast episode.
In the back of my head, I'm sitting there going, oh God, he's gay. And I'm drunk. Oh, he's into me right now. Oh God, he's going to try to kiss me. And I remember thinking, I'm so drunk, I'm not going to be able to stop this from happening.
Oh, you were that wasted?
I was so drunk. I was like, yo, he's going to try to kiss me. And I'm so drunk that, like, he's going to kiss me. I'm not going to be able to stop this. And I remember just being fucking terrified. Because, like, this is just going to be an awkward situation all around. I don't want this to happen. Yeah. I had to, like, immediately call a ride, go home. He's like, oh, man, we just got out here. I'm like, yeah, man, I think I got some stuff to do in the morning. And I was just fucking panicked that I was going to get trapped in this situation.
I get that.
Because I probably was drunk enough. I probably would have at least met out with him. and then the worst part is, I'd have to deal with that in the morning. Yeah. And I just couldn't do it.
Okay, let me get another picture. I couldn't get it. Okay. You were talking, and I couldn't get a good...
this side?
Side of the nail. Oh, there you go. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. You want to smile?
I can.
Your eyes are a little bit closed, but it's okay. You alright with that? Oh, okay. We're going to retake that. And
wait. Boom. Glasses up.
Alright, here we go. And let's get... do it like this. Take these fingers here. Yep. Yep, there we go. Yes, yes. Put it under your chin there. I think it's a great picture. What do you think? We good?
Yeah, I think we're good.
All right. Got a nice picture of Dan Hicks and his painting.
Oh.
So with that quick animation. How you like those nails? You feeling that?
I kind of
feeling your own.
Oh, this one came off. It just had enough.
Oh, shit. What's great, you'll have to keep them on long enough to smoke a cigarette with them.
Okay.
Oh, I've even
Not that one. But I do smoke left-handed, so nothing bad.
I'm going up. Check out this.
You ever had to pick something up like that?
Yep.
What is that?
It's a cigarette extender.
Okay. I want to be real with you. I want to get the smell off of my fingers and off of my beard as much, and I feel like that would do a huge...
Oh, 100%. Yeah, absolutely.
Like, at that point, it's just in my mouth. Brush my teeth, mouthwash, and like 99%.
And you can drive and hold it in your mouth and cover the hole, and it's just great. I used it at Pride.
I should have done red, because Cruella de Vil would have just fucking killed it.
I've actually got another one that is more Cruella de Vil, because someone used it in a Cruella de Vil. Yeah.
I dig it.
I do want another cigarette.
Yeah, we can have one. I don't have to immediately run out.
Yeah, we can...
it's so long.
We'll take another break. God, you look very sassy.
Oh.
You instantly had that boom.
Like, you know how often my girlfriend thinks I'm gay? I can't even talk about it.
But that was just with the
Oh, just with the hand.
Yes, exactly. You knew how to hold the extended. It's one of those basic human things where as soon as you get something like that, you gotta.
It's the whole like, oh, you don't smoke. I can tell you don't smoke.
Yes.
Versus
exactly.
I think I've now smoked enough that like I look like I'm smoking.
Yep, exactly.
And I don't look awkward with it.
Yeah. We're gonna go smoke with this big cigarette thing.
This big Cruella de Vil.
It's fucking beautiful. I got it at Pride. You need to... I forget. 4:20. No, 20 past 4 and more. There we go.
20 past 4.
Yes, 20 past 4 and more booth at Pride. Thank you, 20 past 4 and more.
I might have to be there.
Cigarette extender. It's great. We'll be right back.
Welcome down to your scan. How can I help you?
Yes, darling. What do you do here?
We specialize in interpreting your dismally vague and pathetically unclear ideas of what you think you want.
Oh, so can you tattoo this penis on my face?
Jesus Christ. Black and gray are color.
Under Your Skin, 308 West Main Street in Greenwood. Find them on Facebook at Under Your Skin Greenwood.
And we are back again. We're nearing 2 hours of this podcast. This is the longest podcast I've ever done.
Really?
Yeah. Even on the circle, I think the longest was maybe an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes.
I can't stop talking.
It's good though for a podcast, you know.
It might be.
I'll tell you this: if we were to go another hour, I would be fucking lit because I feel it now. Mr.
Yeah, this is the point to either give up for the night and spend the night, or cut out now.
Yeah, exactly. It's right there on the press. The King Cobra gets you. How much alcohol is in here?
It sneaks up. What's that? 6%.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, it doesn't fuck around. That snake will bite you. It'll bite you hard. But yeah, so we've had Dan Hicks here on the podcast today. It's been an absolute fucking pleasure. We've enjoyed talking with you. You got any final remarks or anything?
Gosh. I don't think I have anything final to say. I was just happy to be here. I'm happy to be included. I'm an everyday, average, normal guy.
It was great.
So,
it was actually really good.
It was actually a pretty fun time.
Yes, it was. It was. It fucking was. I can't wait.
You gonna let me promote my website and my business?
Yeah, what do you
I
got?
don't have a website or a business. I just wanted to make sure that was on the table. So if anybody else in the future ever thinks about it, you will be able to advertise your business /website. Yeah.
He's right. He's right. I'll take this time to advertise us. I probably just did it in my commercial, but I'm a little too drunk to remember right now. Find me at Killing Time Podcast on Instagram. If you want the body and not the voice, Kimber Lovecraft. Also follow Dream Queen Nails. Also King Cobra 40OZ, the unofficial fan page. The unofficial fan page of King Cobra on Instagram. And the COJ podcast. That's more plugs than I thought it would be. I sound like a whore.
You've got
now.
a lot right now.
Man, I do.
You gotta get them incorporated, and then you can go, hey, go check this out, and then it has a list of all your stuff.
You're not.
That's the way to do it.
Yes, I need to just get a website.
And I think once you get on, if you ever get on several podcasts, it's like, hey, if you're interested in podcasting this, you find me interesting, you think I have the best guests in the world, like Dan Hicks.
Yes.
Just boom. Here for podcasts, here for nails, makeup, and Kimber fucking
Good
Lovecraft.
fucking call.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to buy a website tomorrow.
Because I got exhausted typing in all of those things to search them.
Yeah.
On Google.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot to follow. I should just hyperlink it. Damn. Good call. That's why I had you on as a guest. I said, this guy knows business. What's he got for me? Oh, shit. All right. Yeah, if that's all we got.
I think the last from me is just remember to ELE. Everybody love everybody.
Good call. Good fucking call. This has been Kimber Lovecraft with Dan Hicks on Killing Time. Dan, thank you for killing time with me today.
Happy to be here.
All right. Bye, lovelies.
Oh, darling, it was so nice having you with us today. If you'd like to see the beautiful face that goes with this voice, follow me on Instagram at Kimber Lovecraft. You can also follow Dream Queen Nails if you're looking for some fierce-ass fucking fingernails. Dream Queen Nails, claw their heart out in style.